Welcome back into Paladin Stadium. Furman kicking off to start this game between the Paladins and the Keydets. So it will be the VMI offense set to take the field first. And Cole, we're talking about Furman and trying to come off that 3-game losing streak. It's going to be important how they start here this afternoon, and defense try to set the tone.
Well, it's going to be a big moment for them, and special teams is going to be a big thing in this game as well. You want to win all three phases of the game: offense, defense, and special teams, and that's something the Paladins are going to work to do in this football game against VMI.
Return out to about the 27-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 VMI, and coming out to lead the Keydet offense, Seth Morgan, the redshirt sophomore, and he can sling it around.
Yeah, when you talk about quarterbacks that have come through VMI, you had Reese Udinsky, now you have Seth Morgan. Really good pocket passers that have played tremendous during their SoCon careers, and right now you can see that Seth Morgan is going to be a guy that they're going to rely on for the future, and a guy that's going to be able to take them places further down the line, not just in the conference but also in the playoff run, potentially.
Quick 5-yard pass. It'll be 2nd and 5. Aiden Twombly, the sophomore, gets the completion. 3 set to the right side. Running back in motion. It'll be a quarterback draw trying to get toward the mark. He'll be stopped for about a 1-yard gain. An immediate 3rd and 4. A chance for this Paladin defense to get off the field. Morgan, Cole, he can use his legs for this VMI team. He doesn't just throw it around on the year. Morgan does come in and, he's tried over 135 yards rushing.
And that's the thing about how quarterbacks have evolved in the game of football. It used to be just good old pocket passers. You just sit back, you throw the ball, not very athletic quarterbacks, to where now we have quarterbacks who can not only sling it, but they can also use their feet. Very athletic type of players that exist now in football.
And you see Furman defense hold, so a 3 and out for VMI in their first possession. Whistle before the snap. Looks like it's going to be false start against VMI. We'll back them up 5 yards. Call going against VMI's Candler Martin, freshman out of Ashburn, Virginia, trying to get a head start on the punt. And tell you what, Cole, we talk about this VMI offense, very potent. Furman gets some momentum. Defensive coordinator and folks, Dwayne Vaughn, kind of like what they see out of this defense here in the opening first 3 plays.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to have this type of success when you're playing against teams like that. And wow, special teams already for the Paladins starting to show up.
2 missed tackles and racing up the near sideline. DeJuan Bell, the redshirt junior, making something out of nothing, and it'll be the Paladins starting at the Keydet 36-yard line, and all started with broken tackles.
I mean, this is going to be the story for this game. Will Furman rise to this occasion? We look at the replay right here. I mean, just really good blocking, making 2 guys miss, and look at the hustle DeJuan Bell has. Had a fumble in the Western Carolina game, and you can tell he's just going to find a way to fight past that adversity.
Freshman Jace Wilson back starting for the Paladins in the backfield. Will be a handoff off the right side. Not much going for Devin Abrams. Will be about a yard gain in 2nd and 9. Jace Wilson didn't start last week. It was Hamp Simpson getting the majority of the stats. Wilson, who's come in about a third of the way through the season, shown some sparks at times.
I'm very indifferent a little bit about kind of the quarterback changes that have happened. I'm kind of more on the side of, if you're going to play the young guy, stick with the young guy, keep it rolling. But if you want to bring in the older guy and play him, you just want to make a decision. You want to stick with it.
Little RPO. Wilson electing to keep it. He'll go off the left side and be 3rd and about 5 here for the Paladins on the VMI 31. There you see the Paladins starting lineup. Got a lot of options in the backfield between Abrams and Anderson. And obviously we talk about what DeLuca can do here on Senior Day. But an opportunity after this field possession, Furman trying to get a first down on this 3rd and 5.
Well, we talked about just all the weapons they have. If you want to compare Furman to a specific NFL team, I want to compare them to the Los Angeles Rams before Jared Goff had left. I think that's kind of what they are right now. A lot of great talent, solid, okay quarterback play, still trying to figure some things out. So who knows where this team can go, especially if they win this game today.
Ryan Miller breaking tackles. He'll be close to the first down marker, and the officials will give it to him. DeLuca breaking a couple tackles, and Furman picks up the first down on the 6-yard pass, and it'll be 1st and 10 at the 26.
Looks like we're finna see a running back that we haven't seen in a while. Devin Wynn is in the game.
One wide receiver each side, strong on the right side. It will be a handoff. Trying to find some space, cuts through traffic, and it'll be about a 3-yard gain. Devin Wynn, the 5th-year senior, comes into this contest playing in 6 games, almost 500 yards of rushing yards on the ground, and he's obviously been hampered by some injuries. He's a big pickup for the Paladins to have back.
If you want to look at all the successful offenses that are playing right now in this conference, you look at ETSU, you look at Chattanooga, and you can say Mercer too, just because of the nature of their offense. But when you're looking at it, they all have 2 backs that are extremely very talented. You look at Chattanooga, you got a Liam Ford, you got Tyrell Price. You look at ETSU, you got Quay Holmes, you got Jacob Sailors. And now here we are with Furman. If Devin Wynn is healthy, then I feel like you got 2 backs that you can hand it off to, because you have Devin Wynn, and then you also have Dominic Roberto, who's also a very standout running back.
DeLuca couldn't bring that pass in. Another 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and call it 6. As the Paladins look for back-to-back 3rd down conversions here. Very early first quarter action from Greenville. Wilson in the shotgun. He'll drop back. Plenty of time. Now the pocket collapses, looking to run and can't get away. Tackled at the ankles at about the 21, and it'll be 4th and 5. And Clay Hendricks will send out the field goal unit. Wilson almost got away from the pressure, and it'll be a field goal attempt for the Paladins.
Not a bad drive at all for the Paladins on offense. As long as you get points out of this drive, I think it's a very good drive. As long as you get points out of it, that's all that matters.
Bleak Road in for the 38-yard field goal attempt. The senior on senior day gets it off. It's up and splits the uprights. And the Paladins take advantage of the big DeJuan Bell punt return, and Bleak Road's field goal has Furman up 3 here from Paladin Stadium.
Okay, we're not going to ask for discounts on floor models, demos, or displays.
Shopping malls can be a big trigger for young homeowners turning into their parents.
You ever think about the storage operation a place like this must rely on?
No.
They just sell candles and they're making overhead. You know what kind of fish those are?
No.
Don't be coy. Koi fish.
It can be overwhelming.
Think a second.
Have we seen this shirt before?
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
But you know what? I'm still going to get it. Tiger fans, football is back and we are ready. New this season is a more delicious Coke Zero Sugar with a brand new look. Whether you're in the stands, at the tailgate, or in your living room, nothing goes better with football than Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Go Tigers.
So every video ends like this?
No, you're missing the eyes. He does this.
I feel like it's in between those two, like it's like a...
How about that?
No.
You gotta make the face, too.
What are you doing?
The thing.
What thing?
Like this.
Huh. Oh.
Am I doing this right?
No, Dolores, you're not even close.
It's Walmart's Black Friday deals for days. Score a $69 air fryer and get other huge deals all week long. Shop Walmart's Black Friday deals for days.
Introducing new targeted benefits from Centrum, designed to help you remember why you came downstairs, be the best tree you can be, and handle client calls and school calls at the same time. Whatever life brings, now there's a Centrum for that.
Every time I eat stuffed crust from Pizza Hut, I play this song. But watch what happens when I play it backwards.
Eat stuffed crust backwards, just $12.99.
The original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one out pizzas the Hut.
Bryant Lambert, Cole Neely back with you. Furman an early 3-0 advantage after the big punt return by DeJuan Bell. Bleak Road's field goal has the Paladins in front. Taking a look, Cole, at the keys to the game. We talked about this potent VMI offense, but take a look at the keys to the game.
Well, right here, for the big thing for VMI, you got to create big plays offensively. That's something that Western Carolina did when they played Furman last weekend. They were creating big plays. I don't know if anyone remembers, but the last play that Western scored on was a very big touchdown pass, kind of through the seams of that zone defense that the Paladins were running. Missed coverage. Next thing you know, it's a big 80-something yard touchdown pass.
Kickoff down to about the 2-yard line. Kedat set to return it. Not much action, and the flag coming in as well, so we'll get the call as it stands. The Keydets have it at about the 16-yard line, and this is in the direction of a potential hold. The official set to back it up from the 17. It looks like it will be against the Keydets, and it'll be tough field position now inside the 10-yard line as Seth Morgan and the VMI offense comes back. It's like an unsportsmanlike conduct against VMI.
That's kind of early. You're going to see that.
Taking a look now at the impact players. Corey Bridey, big-time potential at running back. And then on the other side, Dominic Roberto, didn't see him there early, but what a week he had a week ago at Cullowhee.
I mean, both of these two running backs are very huge, very, I won't say young because I think Corey Brady's a little bit older, but Dominic Roberto is a young guy who has the potential to take over in this conference as a premier running back. So it's going to be a good rushing game between those two.
Bridey, almost 700 yards for the senior running back for VMI. They're a dive up the middle, about a 2-yard gain. And it'll be 2nd and 8. VMI just 6 total yards on their first possession as you see the Paladin defense come out for the second time this afternoon. A Furman defense that comes in giving up only about 22 points a game. A very potent defense that last week came up with 2 big stops to give a chance for the offense to win it. Now it looks like the ball, Furman's saying they have it, might have come out late. Officials don't agree, and it'll be a long pass for a first down out to the 29-yard line for VMI.
Not the biggest play, but still, I mean, it's a big enough play to change, the sticks for it to be a first down. That's something the Paladins can allow to happen if they want to win this ball game.
Max McGeehan, the junior.
On the field is a first down. Cadet, previous play is under further review.
As they're going to take another look. They're going to replay. So Furman wanted to say the ball came out. We'll see if we can't get another look. I think Colo is definitely a catch. We're going to be looking at the run after the catch to see if that ball happened to come out before the receiver went to the ground. Take a look on the little out route. McGeehan cuts through some defenders, and take a look. Furman was signaling right away that the ball came out. Looks like still has possession. It's got to be clear evidence, and I tell you what, that's going to be nothing from that angle that's going to come close to overturning the call. It's going to have to be an angle potentially from the other side. You see Furman with the football right there, but again, it's going to have to be clear and indisputable evidence to overturn. There might have to be another look maybe from an end zone or opposite side camera if this one's going to get overturned.
Well, it's definitely not clear, I'll tell you that. It's not clear evidence at all. It was a really good tackle, but, I mean, I like the strip towards the end, but, again, we don't have a good angle to see the ball come out. The receiver was definitely down.
You had Braden Gilby, the redshirt junior, middle linebacker that was there, and he's almost blocking the angle the officiating crew would need to overturn that call. So unless they're seeing something that we're not able to see in the booth, this call will clearly stand, and it'll be 1st and 10 VMI.
And personally, I think everything that we need to see was there. So I'm not expecting anything crazy to change that.
Talked about VMI winning a season ago. Overall, though, this is a series that's been dominated.
On the field, stand.
As you hear the call standing. VMI winning that last game, but Furman 28-10 all time, and in Greenville, this is a series that Furman has dominated. Dating back to 1980, Furman's 13-0 against VMI in Paladin Stadium. Back in 2019, it was a 60-21 dominating Furman victory here in Greenville. VMI looking to change that tune here this afternoon. Blitz coming up the middle. VMI picks it up, but coming around the corner, able to step into it, finds an open receiver, but over the head. That was Birmingham again. Brimijan had a chance at it, but a little too tall, and it looked like Morgan might have been affected, Cole, by that pressure coming off the edge.
Well, you got to bring pressure. You want to affect quarterbacks. And the thing about it, Furman's defense struggled last weekend with getting sacks. They had Rogan Wells kind of dead to rights a few times, and they just didn't find a way to bring him down, and Rogan Wells kind of hurt them with his legs. And as we mentioned earlier, Seth Morgan can do some damage with his legs.
Corner blitz coming for the Paladins. It could get out quickly. It's caught, but only about a 5-yard gain. Strong tackle. That was Andre Cooper, the redshirt freshman. And it'll be 3rd and 6 as the corner blitz was coming quickly from Travis Blackshear, forced the ball out of Morgan's hands. 3rd and 5 at the VMI 34. Strong crowd. Furman averaging over 10,000 fans a game on the improved game day atmosphere. This is going to be a free play. Furman offside, so VMI is just going to take a shot downfield just off the outstretched hands. Running far side for Michael Jackson, the senior, but I think Furman jumping should give VMI a first down.
I think it's pretty cool to have a name like Michael Jackson as a receiver. I mean, if this was college football was a way you could kind of celebrate after you score and without getting penalized, I'd definitely be out there moonwalking.
There you see Gilby on the replay jumping off sides, and it's going to be, does the 5 yards give it a first down, or is it going to be about a couple inches short?
Defense. 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
Does result in a first down, so mark that down. Furman with another chance to get off the field, and Gilby jumping off sides gives the VMI Cadets the second first down here in the first quarter.
I think we're going to see a lot of blitzes today. I feel like they want to take away Seth Morgan being comfortable in that pocket. I definitely feel like pressure is going to be a big thing for both teams today, just because they want to be able to make each other one-dimensional. Good play.
Sack in the backfield. No time for Morgan, and the Paladins pick up their first sack. Looked like Elijah McCoy getting into the backfield to take the sack.
Really big play by Elijah McCoy, a guy that has been just amazing for this Paladin defense his whole career, from having a true freshman start at linebacker to playing spur in his last few games for the Paladins. I mean, can't talk about more of an incredible career.
Dropping back again, back-to-back sacks for McCoy, and it will be 3rd and to Pears Mountain here for the Keydets in the backfield.
I think Elijah McCoy doesn't feel that this is wrapping up his career. Feel like he knows that this is going to be the last couple games he has. The kid is a baller.
Take another look, fights right through the left side. And it is 3rd and 21. First down all the way at the 49-yard line. Furman will just have 3 down linemen, the rest all near the 40. Ball partially deflected. VMI was looking to go short. It won't matter. And after 2 first downs, the Paladins defense holds strong, and it'll be another punt up coming for the VMI Keydets.
Really good start so far by the Paladins, and they've been like that a lot this season, where defense has a strong start. They're able to set the pace of the game. Offense has to be able to follow up. They got to be able to put some major points up on the board to complement the way their defense has been playing so far.
Ball bounces, take a small Keydet roll down to the 23-yard line, and that's where Furman will take over. When we come back, midway through this opening quarter from Greenville, Paladins leading at 3-0.
The holiday season has arrived, and so has the Get Holiday Ready sales event at your Ford dealer. Inventory is arriving daily, so it's the best time to get a Ford F-Series. With all this power and technology, it's no wonder Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks for 44 years straight. It's time to get holiday ready with Ford. Now get a 2021 F-150 with 0% financing for 60 months plus $500 retail bonus cash. Get holiday ready only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Staying healthy has never been more important. Regular exercise can help both prevent and fight illnesses. At the YMCA of Greenville, we are ready to help you and your family build your strength, endurance, flexibility, confidence, and immunity with personal training, group exercise classes, swim lessons, youth sports, and more. all from a clean, safe, and fun space. Join the Y today to protect your health.
Spink's chicken tenders aren't just fast and fresh. They're crispier, crunchier, juicier, saucier, spicier, legendary-ier. Oh, so many options. One easy stop. Spink's, making life easier. Spink's drinks aren't just fast and fizzy. They're fruitier, chewier, bolder, creamier, slushier, bigger, refreshing-ier. Oh, so many options. One easy stop. Spink's, making life easier.
You fired up the grill for one hot dog? Seriously?
Hot dogs, better with Pepsi.
Bryant Lambert, Cole Neely back with you here from Paladin Stadium. Southern Conference standings, Furman out of the race for a Southern Conference championship, 3 straight losses. VMI, we'll get into the scenarios a little bit later. Really tied for, really in 4th place, only a game out of a 3-way tie for first for those ETSU, Mercer, and Chattanooga at 5-1. And tell you what, you don't have to be a mathematician or a statistician to say this is a must-win game for VMI.
There's going to be a lot of hoping and wishing for VMI, and that's not a position you want to be in.
What they can control is this afternoon, and there's a strong run up the middle off the left side. Dominic Roberto, the redshirt sophomore, we talked about what he did a week ago, and Paladin's got a platoon they can run back there at running back, and it'll be 2nd and 6.
I saw an interesting stat about Furman running outside zone. That's what the last play was. Them averaging almost 7 yards on the ground with Dominic Roberto.
Wilson in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers, top of the screen. It'll be a play action. Wilson looking to go long, overthrowing, really not close to Ryan Miller. And it'll be 3rd and 6. Talked about Roberto and a week ago against Western Carolina up in the mountains of Cullowhee, almost 200 yards, reigning Southern Conference Off Player of the Week, 4 touchdowns. Furman couldn't get it done, tried about a 60-yard field goal on the last play, fell a little bit short in here. We'll see if the Paladins go to Roberto on this pivotal 3rd and 6.
Yeah, I can always think about the times I've played in Cullowhee. I've always hated it because every time I've gone up there, it's rain, it's been terrible weather, but I think it was somewhat sunny.
Pressure comes, 1st down. Wayne Anderson able to pick up and outstretch the ball for a 1st down. VMI electing to bring pressure. Nice composure, Cole, by the freshman Wilson to get it out of the pocket.
Well, I mean, I'm hoping he does have the nice composure because he's played a lot of football so far this season, regardless of him being a true freshman and him having hemp sitting there, and he's going to learn a lot faster, just the pace that he's going. And we talked about it a little bit earlier, and I mentioned it, that I didn't really like switching quarterbacks in. If you decide to go with the young guy, I think you just live and die by that sword, and you kind of, if he makes mistakes, you just live with him. This is how I feel, and that's probably the reason why I'm not a head coach.
Wilson try to get the play off. A flag going. It'll be a false start. Back Furman up 5 yards.
Hard to snap. False start. Offense. 26. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
Paladins, we talked about last 13 times in Greenville and Paladin Stadium as VMI coming out victorious. Tell you what, it gets all Southern Conference comparisons. Paladin Stadium far and away the toughest place for opponents to play. As you see the Paladins winning percentage all time here in Greenville and Paladin Stadium.
Well, the Paladins have always had a rich tradition in winning history. It's just amazing over the time that football's been around for this team.
Ball on the ground, friendly bounce, covered right back up. Could have been disastrous. It was a great pitch to Wayne Anderson, but the ball bounced right back to him, and you can see him acknowledge that drop. There you see 73% leading the Southern Conference winning percentage all time here inside Paladin Stadium. It's a daunting stat for opponents.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're looking to add on to that number.
Well, ETSU earlier this season scoring with about 10 seconds to play to stop a huge losing streak to the Paladins in Greenville. VMI trying to do the same now. Furman has it 2nd and 15. One wide receiver, top of the screen, one bottom. Will be a hand up far side. Roberto breaking free. Down the far sideline, the 50, the 40. VMI chasing Roberto all the way down to the 25-yard line on the run down the far sideline.
Honestly, I think that's going to be their money play really for the rest of the season is the outside zone with Dominic Roberto. They have had a lot of success there. As I mentioned, they average almost, if not 70 yards every time they run outside zone with Dominic Roberto. It's just amazing how good they are at blocking for outside run plays.
Furman looking to go quickly. 2 wide receivers down low. Play action comes back outside. Ball poked away. Was trying to get it to DeJuan Bell. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Roberto now on that last run of 46 yards has an even 50 on 2 attempts, picking up where he left off a week ago.
Man, he's going to have an interesting career, and it's going to be very, very, very entertaining to watch him next season and see how they follow up with kind of the mid-season success to in-season success that he's having.
2nd and 10, ball sitting at the VMI 26-yard line. Second time the Paladins have been in VMI territory. Wilson takes a snap, another play action. He'll roll near side, plenty of room to run. Is he going to pull it down? Yes, he'll take off all the way down to the 15-yard line, and it'll be first down for Furman.
And that's something that I think the coaches really like about Jace Wilson is just his decision-making is really good. Bring the ball down, tugging it, and just running with it. I mean, just such a spectacular athlete. There's times, and there's a lot of times, actually, he doesn't play like a freshman quarterback, and we're starting to continue to see him develop and mature in front of our eyes.
70 of Furman's 82 yards on the ground here in the first quarter. 5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter of action. Wilson now will hand it off in the backfield, cutting over the left side for about a 3-yard gain. And it'll be 2nd and 7 as Roberto still taking the load in the backfield.
Another outside zone run play. I think this is going to be a game where we're going to see a lot of outside zone. I feel like Coach Hendricks and Coach Quarles, they probably figured it out now that this is what they need to just continue to just throw at their opponents because it's hard for them to stop it. And once a team does figure that out, I feel like inside zone is going to be the next best thing. This offensive line has not been bad at all this season. They've struggled, yes, but they haven't been terrible. They're improving as the season goes along.
Motion far side. It will be a handoff back to Roberto. Some space. He plows his way down to about the 7-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 1. You talked about it before the game, some shifts in that Furman offensive line.
Yeah, you see it. Anderson Tomlin, number 67, is usually the left tackle. He's at right tackle starting today, and now the young guy, number 77, Dylan Davis, gets his first start at left tackle, which is a very important position to have a young guy kind of starting in.
3rd and 2 now. Furman on the VMI 7-yard line. One wide receiver near side, one up top. Wilson takes a shotgun snap, wants to roll to the right, looking nowhere to go with it, tries to get away, throws it back across his body. Is it caught? No, they're going to say it's short hopped, incomplete. Paladins trying to get it to Joshua Harris, the freshman, but both officials saying short hop. Take another look. Wilson threw it back across his body. Cole, a dangerous throw sometimes and tough to tell, but Furman didn't put up much of a fight, but seems like Clay Hendricks may be going for this. Yeah, incomplete there.
Well, I mean, there's a play that comes to my mind about these kind of thrown across your body. If you think about it, Jace Wilson kind of had that same throw against ETSU, which ended up in an interception where they could have scored and took the lead.
Clay Hendricks is going to call a timeout, and don't think he's questioning the decision, but you had DeJuan Bell running on late. So
previous play is under further review.
Well, it looks like they are going to send it to review. I think it was clearly incomplete. I don't think this is a booth-controlled review. We'll let you know the call when we come back. Play under review. Big-time 4th down upcoming here from Greenville.
The airport can be a real challenge for new homeowners who have become their parents.
Okay, everybody, let's do a ticket check. Paper tickets. We're off to a horrible start.
But we can overcome it.
We're not going to point out our houses, landmarks, or major highways during takeoff.
Don't buy anything. I packed so many delicious snacks. They're...
Nope.
Did you say ballpark when Group 2 is going to get boarded?
2 hours and 58 minutes.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
Someone should have left home earlier.
Did you see the one with Mystery Apartment Girls?
She feels a breeze
coming from behind the medicine cabinet, so she looks behind it, and guess what she found? A hole.
How big was the hole?
Did she go in?
She squeezed her way through.
What does she find on the other side?
A totally abandoned
apartment, which is bigger than our apartment.
This is freaking me out, Tony.
no hidden apartment. Let's try the next room. And you know what? I'll stop talking now, but you just have to see it.
When the holidays really get going, keep up with new Pancake Minis at Dunkin'. Enjoy 6 fluffy, delicious pancakes with dipping syrup. Cheers with a white mocha hot chocolate to take on the holidays wherever they take you. Marry on with Pancake Minis. America runs on Dunkin'.
My new normal? Fewer asthma attacks with Nucala, a once-monthly add-on injection for severe eosinophilic asthma. Nucala reduces eosinophils, a key cause of severe asthma.
Nucala is not for sudden breathing problems. Allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for swelling of face, mouth, tongue, or trouble breathing. Infections that can cause shingles have occurred. Don't stop steroids unless told by your doctor. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection. May cause headache, injection site reactions, back pain, and fatigue. Ask your doctor about Nucala.
Find your new normal with Nucala.
During Walmart's Black Friday deals for days, there's all the best deals. Score Wednesday online or Friday in store. This season, head to Walmart's Black Friday deals for days.
Stands, so not confirmed stands. Cole, that's probably what we thought. A little closer than what we originally saw looking at the replay, but not enough to overturn the call. So Furman will still send the offense back out on this 4th and 2 from the VMI 7-yard line. So Coach Clay Hendricks showing confidence in the offense and Jules Quarles. Wilson in the shotgun. One wide receiver either side. Roberto going in motion. Be a handoff to the left side, up the middle. First down inside the 5. When in doubt, go behind that offensive line, and it'll be 1st and goal from the VMI 4.
It looks like the Paladins run another outside zone run right there. Again, that's going to be the bread and butter for this game. For their run, their whole run game plan, expect a lot of outside zone.
Devin Abrams going between the tackles, and now if you're a Paladin, after getting that big 4th down, have to find a way to punch it in the end zone. Furman staying in the shotgun. Be a handoff in the backfield, trying to find some space, slicing into the end zone. Touchdown, Devin Abrams. The Paladins cross the goal line and will go up, pending the extra point, 10-0. And credit the offensive line, Cole, once Furman got into the red zone.
I mean, it's just amazing how they've been playing. I mean, just the run offense that they've been having rushing wise, they've been able to get more rushing yards as the season's gone on, where they were being stifled in the run game a little bit kind of midway after that second game against Tennessee Tech. They've been getting stifled a lot in the run game, and now they've been able to kind of run the ball a little bit more at will as the season's been going on. And it's good to see that's finally established. That's something they've been getting good at.
12-play, 77-yard drive, took 4 minutes and 40 seconds as Bleak Road's extra point is good. Furman up 10-0. Furman now 97 yards, just 20 from VMI as the Paladins take a 2-score lead. Take another run. Devin Abrams cuts back to the inside. And Abrams on the season now closing in on 250 yards rushing. And he's a player that maybe doesn't get the attention as he did a couple seasons ago with the platoon of the Paladin running back, but the redshirt sophomore comes up big here.
Very good, just really good play. There's a lot of great running backs that have been a part of this Paladins football team over the last 4 or 5 years, and it's just amazing that they find a way to continue to have a stable of running backs come in and just perform the way that they do. It's just honestly, it's just really amazing to watch.
Furman set to kick off. VMI offense trying to get going. Just 20 total yards here approaching the end of the first quarter. Caught at the 2-yard line, and looks like the whistle was blown. Did he call a fair catch? Sounds like he did, and they'll go out to the 25. So Seth Morgan set to come back out behind this VMI offensive line. VMI just 2 first downs through their first 2 drives. They're going to say his knee was down, so he didn't call a fair catch, Cole. They're going to say his knee was down when he caught it on the 3. So no fair catch given. Take another look. I didn't think he signaled it, but the way it was called, he catches it and Tell you what, I am confused.
I'm right there with you. His knee didn't drop. I didn't see a fair catch sign.
His knee definitely didn't hit the ground. So you see number 8 waving his hand, which would be a fair catch. He wasn't the guy calling it. Knee never touched the ground. We'll have to check with the officiating crew.
Ruling on the field is under further review.
Yeah, I think that one. Now, here's what's an interesting predicament to bring up. If a fair catch was not called, and are you going to put it on the 25 for VMI? Are you going to force Furman to re-kick? Tell you what, just when you think you've seen everything in a football game before, I think we can all agree, Cole, that the Keydet's knee never hit the ground as we take a couple more looks at it. And tell you what, VMI Keydet coaching staff, an earful. Max Brimingham, who did not go near the ball, but he was the one raising his hand.
Oh, man, I know he is hot. You can just see how angry he is. Somebody might want to get him a water bottle, something just cool him off a little bit. He's livid. I don't blame him. I'd be pretty livid, too, if you put me at the 2-yard line. My knee didn't hit the ground.
Scott Walken, Air Force graduate, VMI head coach. Of course, Clay Hendricks, former assistant coach at Air Force, as the officials going upstairs, and we'll get the call here as headset comes up.
Determined play is not under review. Number 8 made a fair catch signal. The other receiver caught the ball. Number 2, the ball is placed where the ball is caught. First down, VMI.
So there's your explanation. It was confirmed, so a player that did not catch the kickoff called the fair catch, which automatically puts the ball dead where it was called. It was caught by Colin Ironside, the redshirt freshman. So talk about, that's why an earful. The play is not under review. It was just confirmed for the rules. So, Cole, the knee didn't hit the ground, but it didn't matter. And what a mental mistake by VMI.
I mean, that's something you don't want to have, kind of the way the game's going. Momentum's not on your side, and that's a grave mistake right there.
10-0 Furman. VMI has it on their own 3-yard line, and they'll rumble forward for 3 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 7. So mark that down as a big play. A mental mistake here late first quarter. Furman defense a chance to seize control of the football game. Three wide receivers, handoff up the middle, nowhere to go. Furman defensive line stacks them up. And quickly a 3rd down coming, and Cole, a big 3rd down. A beautiful day here at Paladin Stadium, not a cloud in the sky at the base of Parrish Mountain. Fall leaves changing, a crowd coming alive to their feet on this 3rd down.
Well, this is something that the Furman defense loves to see. Of course, every defense loves 3rd downs, but right now they have their four best pass rushers on the field right now. And best believe the pressure's coming. Good twist right there.
Up the middle, throw called on the outside. A big 1st down for the Keydets. Outstretching to make the catch is Michael Jackson. Pressure did come up the middle, and Jackson outstretches his arm for a big VMI 1st down. Take another look. Pressure coming up the middle. Trying to get to the quarterback was Jeremiah Jackson.
And that's something that Furman's defense, they love to do on their 3rd downs. They love to bring twists, pick the end over there past the tackle to kind of come in towards the middle, because eyes are kind of all over the place and things get moved around. So really good twist pickup by VMI's offense.
Screen pass good for about 2 yards. Remajan, who was guilty of that. I mean, call it a fair catch. He didn't catch it. Fair catch mishap, we'll call it, on the kickoff. And now 2nd and 8, 3 wide receivers near side, 1 up top. 3-step drop, looking quick pass. Caught for about a 4-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 3. And now some extracurricular activities, a flag flying all the way from the back judge. I think, Cole, we're going to get an unsportsmanlike conduct. Is it going to be offsetting? You saw some Paladin retaliation. We'll see who the flag goes against.
I don't know what Rashad Raymond was thinking right there. He just came in and just basically shoved the Paladin defender when the play was over. I don't know what he was thinking on that.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Number 5, offense.
It is going against Rashad Raymond, the redshirt freshman out of Newark, New Jersey. Take another look. Yeah, it just comes right up. Makes contact with Hugh Ryan, the Furman free safety. Ryan with a little push back. Nice job being calmed down. And tell you what, that takes it from 3rd and very manageable to now 3rd and 16. So 2 just massive mental mistakes for VMI from the kickoff in this play. And now Keydets need 3rd and long. Pressure coming, quick pass over the middle, trying to get a couple blocks, nowhere to go, maybe a 1-yard gain on the catch from Jackson, and the defense gets that out.
Again, it's just, you want to play smart football, especially when you're at a chance to where you have to win out, and of course you got to kind of pray and hope that other things are working out in your favor. You know, with other teams beating some of the teams that are in first place right now. You can't have mental mistakes like this in these type of games. This is a must-win game for VMI.
But Bell receives it, tries to find some space, beats one man, then tackled right at the 50-yard line, and that's where Furman will take over. 10-0 lead, ball at the 50 for freshman quarterback Jace Wilson. With 37 seconds left in the quarter, a chance for Furman to march down and seemingly get a 17-point advantage if they can punch another one in the end zone here. So far, VMI just 42 yards of offense. The Paladins nearly 100. Furman comes into this game, you know, on the season. You wouldn't say one of these struggling offensively, but been streaky offensively. But so far this first quarter, putting up 100 yards, promising if you're a Paladin fan.
Honestly, Brandon, I think struggling might really been the best word for it, because it's been a struggle for them throwing the ball. They've struggled running the ball, but they've gotten a little bit better as the season's gone along at running the ball. And so it's kind of, I don't know, it's a little bit weird to see this type of team struggle, just knowing how much talent they have.
Furman comes into this game averaging 331 yards, 162 on the ground. The Paladins will let the quarter run out, and it will be 2nd and 6 from the VMI 46 when we start the second quarter. Senior day. Former Paladin head coach Bobby Johnson in the house. Of course, former Vanderbilt head coach as well. And so far, so good for the Furman home crowd. At the end of one, here from Greenville, it's Furman 10 and VMI nothing.
Okay, we're not going to ask for discounts on floor models, demos, or displays. Shopping malls can be a big trigger for young homeowners turning into their parents.
You ever think about the storage operation a place like this must rely on?
No.
They just sell candles and they're making overhead? You know what kind of fish those are?
No.
Don't be coy. Koi fish.
It can be overwhelming. Think a second. Have we seen this shirt before?
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
But you know what? I'm still going to get it.
My new normal? Fewer asthma attacks with Nucala, a once-monthly add-on injection for severe eosinophilic asthma. Nucala reduces eosinophils, a key cause of severe asthma.
Nucala is not for sudden breathing problems. Allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for swelling of face, mouth, tongue, or trouble breathing. Infections that can cause shingles have occurred. Don't stop steroids unless told by your doctor. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection. May cause headache, injection site reactions, back pain, and fatigue. Ask your doctor about Nucala.
Find your new normal with Nucala.
Hey, Tiger fans, football is back and we are ready. New this season is a more delicious Coke Zero Sugar with a brand new look. So while you're stocking up for the game, look for the QR code on Coca-Cola 12 and 24 packs. Scan the code to play along with the Tigers and win great prizes. Whether you're in the stands, at the tailgate, or in your living room, nothing goes better with football than Coca-Cola and Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Go Tigers.
This is the dimension of imagination.
Every time I eat stuffed crust from Pizza Hut, I play this song. But watch what happens when I play it backwards.
Eat stuffed crust backwards, just $12.99.
The original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one out pizzas the Hut.
When I listen to my Sonos, I feel everything.
I can't imagine cooking without Sonos in the kitchen.
It literally makes the food taste better.
It does make the food
She's
taste
in there,
better.
she's stirring.
When you hear the crowd, it's infectious. It's like we're at the game.
I was sold with the theater setup because I'm a big movie fan, and
Right.
you want to be able to feel like you're there.
It's just so simple. Helps you stay in the moment. I get rid of my couch before I get rid of my Sonos.
Meet the Ninja Foodie family. With pressure cookers that steam crisp, ovens that sear, and flip up and away. Grills and griddles that bring outdoor flavors indoors. Blenders that put a spin on healthy eating. Knife systems that stay sharp. Cookware that won't stick. And air fryers that bring the crisp. Ninja Foodie. Be proud of what you make.
Paladins up 10-0 here over the VMI Cadets, ranked 20th in the country as we get set for the second quarter action. Furman recognizing former Paladin head coach who went on to coach at Vanderbilt, Bobby Johnson, inducted into the Furman Ring of Honor, already a Furman Hall of Fame member, spent 23 years as a member of the Paladin coaching staff, numerous Southern Conference honors, NCAA runner-up as a head coach, enjoying time back in Greenville and seeing the Paladins start strong. It'll be 2nd and 6 from the VMI 46. Wilson tries to go for the quick pass, not there. Trying to cut away from pressure. Cuts back far side, brings it down, and he'll finally throw it away as good defense by VMI will force a 3rd down. Wilson tried to make something happen with his feet cold. VMI holds strong.
I feel like that was a really good decision for him to throw it away. I wish we probably did it a little bit earlier. But, I mean, for him to be able to move out of a potential sack, kind of have great pocket awareness to keep moving, keep the play alive. If it wasn't there, I think I would have just brought the ball down and just take off and run with it and then step out of bounds if a defender's that close to knock me out. But, again, I'm not a quarterback.
3 wide receivers on the near side. Running back in motion. Wilson takes the snap, tries the quick fire, caught. 1st down. It'll be about a 7-yard pickup just inside the 40-yard line. Wayne Anderson, the redshirt sophomore. That's knowing the 1st down call, running your route past the sticks.
And you can see right now they're giving Jace Wilson a lot of good stuff. They're not making it complex. They're giving them an easy game plan. They're running the ball well. They're throwing the ball well so far. It's looking really good.
Now down the near sideline, nothing but green grass for Wayne Anderson, and the Paladins explode. Up 16, extra point pending. Furman goes tempo, and Wayne Anderson goes down the near sideline for 6.
And outside zone plays another crucial role in this football game. That is the ultimate game plan for Furman's offense today. I mean, just really good blocking. Guys are getting up to the next level, making fantastic blocks, opening up holes, and Wayne Anderson is one of the fastest players on this football team, and so he's going to score an easy touchdown like that.
Bleak Road in for the extra point. 39-yard run by Wayne Anderson. Snap good, hold down, extra point is through. And Furman starts the second quarter strong. 4-play, 50-yard drive. Furman up 17 here on Senior Day.
Nachos, better with Pepsi.
Living with joint pain isn't easy, but lately dealing with it has felt even harder. So you've been putting up with it. That stops today. Today you stand up for yourself and say enough, and we solve it. Because we have the solutions to get you back on your feet. You're ready. It's your time. Visit bonsecours.com/ortho to make an appointment and get started with your joint replacement today. Bon Secours, healthcare for the universe of you.
With a full range of BMW X vehicles available, no matter what adventure lies around the corner. there's an X for that. Take advantage of exceptional lease and finance offers today.
This is Mountain Dew. A rush of crisp and refreshing flavor. Delivering a bold citrus kick. Feel the dew.
I learned that people are just looking for somebody to listen to them. You can't just start cutting somebody's hair and you're gonna be quiet the whole time because you're not gonna be in business long.
The South Carolina Education Lottery has provided over $800 million to help students attend technical colleges across our state, investing in a new generation of entrepreneurs, just like James.
Beautiful look at Paris Mountain here from Paladin Stadium. Furman up 17-0 on the Wayne Anderson 39-yard touchdown run. That has head coach Clay Hendricks all smiles here through the first quarter plus, with Furman with this 2-touchdown and field goal advantage.
I'd definitely be smiling too right now, the way my offense has been playing so far in this game. And it's only been a quarter, but still, I mean, this is probably the best we've seen Furman's offense start off in a quarter.
Furman 147 yards, 129 of those coming on the ground. VMI just 42 yards, -4 yards rushing, and you'll see VMI Cole not playing with that kickoff, electing that one to go into the end zone, clear up any confusion from that unusual play we saw the last time on the Furman kick, and the Keydets will start at the 25. There you see Clay Hendricks in his 4th season. Associate head coach for a time at Air Force. Very familiar Furman graduate, offensive lineman back in the mid-'80s, toward when Furman won that championship in 1988. Well, he's already been to the playoffs, won a SoCon championship. His expectations are yearly championships here at Furman.
Well, he's a great guy, wonderful man. Gave me a chance to play Division I college football. I'm forever thankful for Coach Hendricks, and the success he's having during his tenure is great. Kind of hate that this is the way this season's going for him, but I'm pretty sure he feels pretty good about his team going forward.
Jackson with the catch on the near yard line. 6-yard gain will be 2nd and 4. Even if VMI Cole doesn't get points this drive, you feel like they need 2, 3, 4 first downs just to give their defense some time to rest and regroup there on that far sideline.
Well, I mean, you got to do something, because I'll tell you one thing. Furman's defense.
Fumbled snap in the backfield, falling on it by Morgan, and Cole just on cue, you're saying have to do something. That's not it, and it'll be 3rd and 7.
That's like the opposite of something that you want to do right there. I mean, look, you can see the Furman sideline. They're jumping up. They're excited. They're pumped up, ready to go. I mean, that's the juice that Furman's been missing all season, and they finally got it. It's so late in the season, but they finally have some juice.
3rd and 7. Split wide receivers, 2 up top, 2 at the bottom. Running back standing behind Morgan in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Quick throw near side. Too high, no flag, and it'll be 4th down. Furman gets a 3 and out. This VMI offense really.
Well, if we get a look at the replay right here, again, twists are the name of the game for the Paladins defense on 3rd down. That's what they love to do, or run twists. Adrian Hope almost makes a sack back there, gets a really good hit on Seth Morgan, forces a little bit of an errant throw.
DeJuan Bell back. He'll call for a fair catch, and he'll let it bounce. And the ball goes out at the 37-yard line, and that's where the Paladins and Jace Wilson will take back over when we come back. It's early, but it's all Furman so far here from Greenville.
Okay, we're not going to ask for discounts on floor models, demos, or displays. Shopping malls can be a big trigger for young homeowners turning into their parents.
You ever think about the storage operation a place like this must rely on?
No.
They just sell candles and they're making overhead? You know what kind of fish those are?
No.
Don't be coy. Koi fish.
It can be overwhelming. Think a second. Have we seen this shirt before?
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
But you know what? I'm still going to get it.
Think outside the oven and get thanks grilling with Ace. Get a Traeger grill to make tasty turkey and desserts. This week, take advantage of great deals on Traeger with free assembly and delivery on all grills $3.99 and up.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
You know how some carriers give you so little for your old or busted phone, you end up just living with it? I don't think so.
This Black Friday, get the amazing iPhone 13 Pro when you trade in your old or damaged phone.
You break it, we upgrade it.
You mistletoe it, champagne flow it, angels snow it.
We upgrade it whether you're a current customer or a new one.
Get iPhone 13 Pro on us and up to $800 to help cover your cost to switch.
Because everyone deserves better.
Introducing new targeted benefits from Centrum, designed to help you remember why you came downstairs, be the best tree you can be, and handle client calls and school calls at the same time. Whatever life brings, now there's a Centrum for that.
I told you I was going to win. Windows 11 takes gaming to another level. And when it comes to streaming movies, we haven't really experienced any buffering.
Seeing it load up that quick, I was genuinely surprised.
Why is Clairol Root Touch-Up #1? Because nothing blends better. Root Touch-Up is uniquely designed to cover new grays 100%. It's a seamless match with your color, even if it's salon color. Clairol Root Touch-Up, because we know color.
There you see head coach Scott Wackenheim trying to find some answers in his 7th season at VMI. Was it UVA as the offensive line coach for 5 seasons before coming to the Keydets 7 years ago, coming off that 6-2 record in the spring, a Southern Conference championship. Still had one in sights coming into this matchup if things fell their way, but so far they got to take care of their own business. Paladins back with the football. Wilson almost lets it go through his hands. There'll be a handoff over the left side. Couple yards for Devin Wynn. And we talked about all the conference happenings today. Well, out of conference, the Sanford Bulldogs going down to Gainesville. Talk about a shootout, Cole Neely. Look at that. The Gators in trouble with Sanford late.
I'll say one thing. I think Coach Mullen might be in a little bit of trouble.
Some call that the hot seat.
That might be a little bit more than just a hot seat after this game, especially if Sanford pulls it off.
Sanford recovering an onside kick. Pulls within 4. Here's 2nd and 7. Ball at the Furman 40. Play action. Wilson looking deep. Has the man far. That's Bell. Oh, and it's knocked away. Tell you what, running more wide open in the middle of the field. I don't think Furman, Jace Wilson, saw Noah Henderson, the redshirt sophomore. If we can get another look, he was running about 20 yards short of DeJuan Bell and had about a 5-yard run on the defender.
Jace Wilson could have found a way to kind of just air that ball out a little bit more. We might be saying a touchdown right now for the Paladins.
Look short of that, hard to see from that angle.
But
Wilson stood in and took a hit.
But you can see they're going back to those play-action boots off of the stretch plays that they've been having success with so far this game.
VMI bringing pressure, throw near sideline, too high. Unable to grab it is Ryan Miller and the VMI defense. A much-needed 3-and-out. And it'll be the Paladins set to punt for the 2nd time. Jogging out is Timmy Bleakroad. So it'll be out near sideline. It'll be VMI starting at the 26 when we come back. Furman up 17.
Staying healthy has never been more important. Regular exercise can help both prevent and fight illnesses. At the YMCA of Greenville, we are ready to help you and your family build your strength, endurance, flexibility, confidence, and immunity with personal training, group exercise classes, swim lessons, youth sports, and more. All from a clean, safe, and fun space. Join the Y today to protect your health.
Spink's chicken tenders aren't just fast and fresh. They're crispier, crunchier, juicier, saucier, spicier, legendary-ier. Oh, so many options. One easy stop. Spink's, making life easier. Spink's drinks aren't just fast and fizzy. They're fruitier, chewier, bolder, creamier, slushier, bigger, refreshing-ier. Oh, so many options. One easy stop. Spink's, making life easier.
When you look at a diamond, what do you see? A multifaceted stone of remarkable strength, formed under intense pressure to shine brighter than all the rest. Hard edges, clean lines, with a fire inside. When you look at a diamond, what do you see? Ingalls, proud sponsor of Furman Athletics.
The holiday season has arrived, and so has the Get Holiday Ready sales event at your Ford dealer. Inventory is arriving daily, so it's the best time to get a Ford F-Series. With all this power and technology, it's no wonder Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks for 44 years straight. It's time to get holiday ready with Ford. Now get a 2021 F-150 with 0% financing for 60 months plus $500 retail bonus cash. Get holiday ready only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
There you see Furman SoCon Championship trophies. They won't get one this year. One of these three teams likely to do so. ETSU needs to win today against Mercer next week, rather. You see what Mercer needs to do. They really the only team that control their own destiny. Chattanooga also does as well because they play Mercer. So both of those teams have control. ETSU needs that Chattanooga loss. But tell you what, interesting scores right now. Western Carolina beating ETSU. Everything a little bit up in the air as VMI picks up a first down over the middle.
It's going to be an interesting title race with these three teams, especially depending on how this Mercer and Chattanooga game goes later on today.
Just the third VMI first down here coming in the second quarter. VMI just 55 yards of total offense, 5 wide receivers, drops back, tries to go for the short crossing route. It'll be about a 7-yard gain into the hands of Aiden Twombly, the sophomore. You're starting to see Seth Morgan get a little more time, Cole, in the pocket. And now VMI trying to go with some pace. Again, 5 wide receivers set, 3 at the bottom, 2 up top. No huddle offense for the Keydets. Morgan, pressure coming up the middle, gets it out too low, and it'll be 3rd and 3. You like what VMI is doing here, trying to switch things up?
I do, honestly. I mean, you feel like there's more of a sense of urgency with this offense now because they realize, like, their defense is stopping us. Their offense is kind of controlling the pace of the game now. They're finding ways to get first down, so we need to figure something out.
Again, 5 wide. Furman jumps, flag thrown, so a free play for VMI. They'll just throw it up near side. Caught. Stays in bounds. Big play for the Keydets. Battling it into the end zone. Touchdown VMI. Michael Jackson. The flag back at the line of scrimmage is going to be offsides. VMI will decline it. Cole, not just the catch by Jackson, but the job to break a tackle and stay in bounds, and just what VMI needed to get back into this football game.
Clearly, the face I just made after seeing that play. I mean, look at that. What a catch. Way to stay in bounds. Way to just fight right there. I think what Travis Blackshear should have did right there, don't worry about trying to get the ball out. Just make the tackle. Live to fight another down. But, oh, my goodness, Michael Jackson, I mean, shoot. That'd be a great time for that song. Was it Bad by Michael Jackson to play right there?
That's when you wanted the celebration you were referencing earlier.
Yeah,
right?
I would have started moonwalking. Might have hit a hee-hee out there. I don't know. That was just an incredible catch. And then just a beautiful score. Just wow.
Well, how about this? Jerry Rice coming in for the point after.
I don't know where VMI's head coach finds these guys, but I want to know because these are some interesting names.
Michael Jackson with the touchdown. Jerry Rice with the extra point. Much needed stop by the VMI defense, and the offense comes alive. 4-play, 73-yard drive. Gets VMI on the board and cuts the Furman lead to 10 at 17-7. That last drive doubled VMI's offensive output here this afternoon.
It's going to be interesting to see how Furman responds now on offense.
Coming out the kickoff are the Keydets, back deep for the Paladins. DeJuan Bell, Wayne Anderson Jr. set to take the kick return here. 11:23 remaining in the second quarter. VMI back into the football game. There you see Coach Clay Hendricks on the sideline, trying to send these Paladin seniors out with the victory. Furman will conclude the season next week on the road. 1 o'clock Eastern kick against Stanford Bulldogs.
That's going to be an exciting game, too.
Anderson runs into the pile and gets out to the 24-yard line, and that's where Furman will take over. Jace Wilson has had a solid afternoon commanding the offense. Wilson hasn't done too much for the air, just 3 of 10 for 18 yards, but his presence, he's been kind of, you call a game manager back there and putting his team in position to make plays.
I feel like that's what a lot of coaches should do with young quarterbacks, especially you're starting like a young guy like that. Put him in more in a game manager role, and then as he gets more used to the system, then you let him kind of just take the reins off and let him just go wild in the passing game.
5-yard gain for the Paladins. It'll be 2nd and 5 out of the Roberto rush. He's leading all rushers with 67 yards through 6 attempts. Another handoff, trying to bowl his way up the middle. He'll get out to the 28-yard line, and quickly it'll be 3rd and 2. We got a couple options here. You could give it Roberto. You think you might behind that offensive line get a couple yards. There's a chance, though, for a play-action shot, maybe catch the Keydet defense creeping up.
I'm liking what I'm seeing, and that's a very good point, because if you know the Paladin offense, they love running those play-action fakes off of the stretch. And we very well could see a fake handoff right here and see somebody release towards the middle.
See all those defensive players in the box. Run blitz on. Furman does go up the middle, trying to get to the first down. I believe that's Devin Abrams, and he's going to be about half a yard short. They're going to mark him at the 29, so a full yard shot will be 4th and 1 and decision time for Coach Clay Hendricks. Don't be surprised if he keeps the Paladin offense out there.
I mean, personally, what do you have to lose so far this season? You're not playing for a championship. Yeah, you could be playing for pride, but what better time to play for pride than right here and say, look, I don't care what you have on defense, we're going to run the ball at you, and they're going to stay on the field.
Paladin offense stays out on 4th and 1. One wide receiver each side. Wilson in the shotgun. Roberto, the running back. It will be Roberto who gets the call. He plows in the middle, does not get it. The Keydet defense holds. Furman tries to go right up the middle, and how about the momentum change we've had the last few minutes? VMI the long touchdown, and then the Keydet stop Furman up the middle, and Roberto on 4th and 1.
I just think that just makes for entertaining football when you just take chances like that. I mean, you just can't beat it. I mean, yeah, was it a questionable call? A little bit, but again, like I said, what do you have left to play for? You're not playing for a championship. You're playing for some pride. Why not just go ahead and take the 4th down shot right there and just try to assert some dominance early on in this ball game like that?
See Michael Jackson, 5 receptions, 78 yards to go along with his touchdown. Don't be surprised if VMI to take a shot. Play action, tries to send a screen far side, almost knocked away, but it'll be an 11-yard gain. And VMI offense starting to pick up steam. That was Dominic Morris who almost got a hand on it. And there you see VJ Johnson, the redshirt freshman. VMI poised to get this back to a 3-point game after trailing by 17. 1st and 10 at the Paladin 22. Handoff up the middle. Battling forward for about 4 yards. You see the pile being pushed. So Keydets coming to life.
I don't know what coach had said what to the Keydets during our breaks and during the possession changes, but you can kind of see the demeanor change in this offensive line. You can see it in the offense. They're clicking. That touchdown really sparked it. Paladin's not getting on that 4th and short, continue to ignite the fire, and right now that fire's ablazing.
Morgan in the backfield, play action over the middle. Misses his receiver, dangerous pass, was looking for Aiden Twombly. Was briefly open, but a hot pass a little bit too high, and it'll be 3rd and 5. Tried for that quick pop pass off the play action, just a bit too strong.
Go for 3rd down.
Home crowd trying to come back to life.
Expect a twist right here from the Paladins.
Motion in the backfield. Fakes left, looks right, and it's going to say hat's thrown for going out of bounds, and now a late flag is dropped. We'll see what the call is. I thought it was an uncatchable pass as the flag got dropped after the hats were thrown. Officials huddled up there as you take another look, kind of fakes the swing pass and then quickly goes right. You're not going to see the angle from there. And now here, tell you what, not much there. Maybe some hand contact. What's the call?
Pass interference. Number 1, defense.
Pass interference. And the pass, they're going to say, was in the end zone, so ball placed at the 2-yard line. Clay Hendrick doesn't like the call, and Cole, that's tough to swallow if you're a Paladin.
I mean, I feel like Coach Hendricks probably feels like he disserviced his defense. In a way, he kind of did disservice the defense because you didn't get the first down in that 4th and short in your own territory, and now that penalty puts them right there, and it's a touchdown.
Rumbling into the end zone for the Keydets. Hunter Rice has the Keydets extra point pending, back within 3. How quickly this game has changed. Furman was in control with the football up 17. And back-to-back stops, back-to-back touchdowns aided by the pass interference, and VMI a point away from cutting it to a field goal game here midway through the 2nd quarter.
It's amazing how the game of football works. You can have some teams in a chokehold, and then next thing you know, you're starting to get put in the chokehold if you're not careful.
Extra point is good. Keydets, 4-play, 34-yard drive, back within a field goal here from Greenville.
At Progressive, we love your pets as much as you do. Like this guy in a hat. That's why Progressive Car Insurance covers your pets for up to $1,000 if they're ever in a car accident with you. This mini majorette's gonna march your way right
I'm sorry,
into your
can we
heart.
stop? I know that we're selling car insurance here, but, you know, all the cute little animals, it's too much.
Define too much.
What's wrong with cute animals?
So are we doing this or what?
Nah, it's over.
Well, someone's got to break the news to Mittens. She's a diva.
So every video ends like this?
No, you're missing the eyes. He does this. I feel like it's in between those two, like it's like a...
How about that? No.
You gotta make the face, too.
What are you doing?
The thing.
What thing?
Like this. Huh. Oh.
Am I doing this right?
No, Dolores, you're not even close.
Make your holiday dreams come true at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and HomeGoods.
Introducing new targeted benefits from Centrum, designed to help you remember why you came downstairs. Be the best tree you can be, and handle client calls and school calls at the same time. Whatever life brings, now there's a Centrum for that.
It's Walmart's Black Friday deals for days. Score $30 Lego sets and get other huge deals all week long. Shop Walmart's Black Friday deals for days.
Every time I eat stuffed crust from Pizza Hut, I play this song. But watch what happens when I play it backwards.
Eat stuffed crust backwards, just $12.99.
The original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one out pizzas the Hut.
VMI right back into the football game, trailing 17-14, 14 unanswered as the offense coming alive behind Seth Morgan. as they try to stay in Southern Conference title hunt. Furman out to receive the kickoff, trying to stay in control. Hey, that pass interference call, Cole, really a big part of that last drive. Questionable call. You agree with it?
It's questionable, but I kind of saw Travis Blackshear maybe push out that defender. I don't think the ball was catchable by any means, so I really wouldn't have thrown that flag if I was that official. But I don't agree. I hate putting ball games in the hands of officials, and that was one of those instances where it was in the hands of an official. I don't know. I don't like it. I'm willing to bet a lot of people don't like that call.
Kickoff for the Keydets. Dwayne Bell, Wayne Anderson back for the Paladins. And now some space up the near sideline. Trying to break three is Wayne Anderson. He'll get all the way out to the 35-yard line. Quick update from Gainesville. Sanford hung around. Gators pulling away up 70-52. Late fourth quarter, tip of the cap to the Bulldogs. Hard-fought effort against the Gators down in SEC country.
That kind of would give me hope if I was, for a Paladin fan, if, Paladins if they find a way to win this game, great. They lose this game, oh well. But next week, that would be a really good game for their offense because Sanford's defense is completely just lackluster in this game against Florida. So a lot of good things could come from that game next week.
It is the Florida Gators, though.
Oh, yeah, you're right about that. It is Florida Gators.
QB Reed kept by Wilson. It'll be a gain of maybe a half yard. Tell you what, just like we talked about, it was big for VMI's offense a few series ago, even if they didn't score, to get 2 or 3 first downs. Flip the script, really big right now for Wilson to get a couple first downs for his team. Try to give this defense some rest after giving up back-to-back touchdown drives.
Yeah, the run game is starting to slow down a little bit. As you can see, the defense that VMI is running, they like to try to keep one backer back. Nice throw.
Pressure comes up the middle, far side throw, pitch and catch to Ryan Miller. Redshirt junior gets the Paladin first down.
Yeah, so the defense that VMI is running, they want to play a backer over on top of the center. They want to keep them a few yards back, and they want to be able to control the run game like that. And then the thing about it, what the Paladins are doing, they're letting Anderson Tomlin have a little bit of leeway with talking about if they should run outside zone towards him or if they should change the play, just based on what they see in front of them. So I feel like this game plan is really, really good in trying to contain, or not contain, but handle this.
Pitch near side, Wayne Anderson with some space. He'll barrel ahead for 12 yards and a first down. Wayne Anderson now, total adding up, is north of 50 yards, a touchdown to go along with it, and the Furman offense now moving again.
Well, you know what's interesting, Brian? When you're looking at Wayne Anderson and Dominic Roberto, both came in together at the same time, and both of them are roommates. So have you ever seen just two roommates have this type of just dynamic run attack in a football game together like this?
Handoff up the middle, upended after a 1-yard gain. Anderson now with 53 yards. It'll be 2nd and 9. Clock rolling, 6.5 minutes remaining here in this first half action. Really see two big momentum changes. Furman in control early second quarter, 17-0. Last 10 minutes, making about 8 minutes. VMI back-to-back touchdowns. Now Furman trying to seize control again late in the half. 2 wide receivers up top, 1 at the bottom. Wilson takes the shotgun snap, play action, pressure coming, scrambling, can't get away. Sack for the Keydets, the first of the afternoon. That's getting into the backfield. Alan Mowry, the first VMI sack this afternoon. How about this? They just have 8 for the season. They had 9 against this Furman team a year ago. So all year, VMI now almost to their total from last year's February matchup in Lexington against the Paladins.
That just shows how much of what that season kind of meant for VMI earlier this year. It was a really good season. Probably not a Cinderella type of season, but, man, just historic for them and their program versus what they're doing right now.
Pressure coming again. Wilson rolling. Nowhere to go. He'll take off to the 40. Tries to cut back, and he's upended. It'll be 4th and 12 from the 40. This is probably punt territory. You're kind of in that no man's land, but being 4th and 12, just outside of field goal range, you're probably going to see a punt.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I don't think Coach Hitchens is going to go for it again. I think he may have learned, I think he may have felt like he learned a little bit of a lesson on that last 4th and short.
Well, the difference in 4th and 1 and 4th and 12.
Oh, yeah. That's a little bit more on the other side of it, of course. But
Bleak Road back to punt. VMI, they're going to be in punt safe, watching for the fake. It will be Bleak Road trying to pin the Keydets down inside the 10. Good punt is going to be taken at the 9. No fair catch called. Immediately swarmed and going down at the 13-yard line, and that's where VMI will take over. A chance to tie or take the lead here with 4.5 to go in the first half. VMI with 138 yards of total offense. The Paladins 183 yards of offense. Coming up at the half, don't go away. BMW halftime report. Here after this 4:35 rolls off, we'll have first half stats and highlights, get you set for second half action as VMI has their sights on tying or taking the lead into the half. Inside handoff out to the 17, gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. 3 timeouts left for both sides.
And that's a little bit of VMI's bread and butter in the run game, is inside zone. Which is kind of weird how the Paladins, that was more their bread and butter. What they were really good at running was inside zone, and now they're more towards the outside. They've gotten better with that as the season has progressed.
Strong tackle in the backfield. Adrian Hope busting through.
So here comes that pass rush unit.
3rd and 7 after Hope gets a tackle for loss. Nowhere to go for Rashad Raymond in the backfield. Big 3rd down here for this Furman defense. Home crowd comes to their feet. 2 wide receivers each side. Shotgun snap for Morgan. He's looking over the middle. Has a man called out to the 50-yard line. It was single coverage. Safety tried to come. Brimijan, who was the corporate for calling that kind of what we call fair catch off the ball, trying to make up for it. VMI wanted to go quick.
I think that's a good way to make up for it right there.
Handoff up the middle, breaking forward for 7 yards. So you see VMI, after they pick up a big play, they go quick and kind of get a run-pass option. And now will be 2nd and about 4. Keydets sitting at the Furman 43-yard line with 3:05 to go. Take another look at Brimijan.
Just a nice play right there. Beats kind of has that inside on Travis Blackshear. Finds a way to bring that ball in. No safety help back there.
Plenty of time for the Keydets with those 3 timeouts. Here comes the reverse. Double reverse pass. Trying to go far side. Has a man open. Caught down at the 13-yard line. Trickeration coming out for VMI. And the Keydets striking in the red zone.
I actually kind of like that play. I mean, I don't see it as often, but that's a really good with the reverse action, kind of little flea flicker like, and man, I'm going to have to add that to my Madden playbook later on today.
Pass caught by Trombley, his 3rd catch, now with 41 yards. Furman seemingly had the reverse action covered. Pass flick to Morgan, who put it on the money for Twombly. VMI trying to score 3 straight touchdown drives, all coming in the 2nd quarter. Play action, running far side. Morgan splits 2 defenders, 9-yard gain down to the 6, and it'll be 2nd and 1. Still plenty of time with 2:10 to go and 3 timeouts. Zemka credited with the Paladin tackle. The stadium falling silent as the Keydets poised to take the lead.
Yeah, I'd be pretty shell-shocked too if I was out there.
Movement up front. Mark that down. Seemingly 2nd and 1 now.
Offense, 65. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Jumping early, that's the center, Nick Hartnett. I think they had the number wrong because that wasn't the center. It looked like 74 was who jumped. That's Marshall Gill, 6'4", 270-pound senior, and they'll back it up to the about 11-yard line, 2nd and 6 for VMI. Handoff, crushed in the backfield. Absolutely nowhere to go. Landon Lawrence, the fifth-year senior on senior day, and a timeout taken by Furman.
On the field.
Be 3rd and 10 with 1:43 to go. Take a look at that big hit.
I'll tell you what, he just kind of lowered his shoulder into him. Oh, that's a big boy player right there. I mean, just come get you some right there. Just come have some of that.
You know, the senior highlights they'll have with, Here Come the Boom playing in the background. That's one of the ones you have. What you experienced senior day? What's your favorite memory or senior day activity?
Well, I'll put it like this. My senior day was not very eventful because I lost that game. We were playing Chattanooga at home and lost that one. So not the best senior day. So I kind of hate that you brought that up. Now I got to relive that moment. But in terms of just my favorite memory here, I got to go back to 2018 when we played Wofford. Beating Wofford in Paladin Stadium was probably the best feeling, especially kind of having our way with that defense who had Miles Brown on it and a couple other guys that were, I think maybe in the NFL or had some pretty good chances of making it to a roster.
3rd and 10 after the timeout. VMI 3 wide receivers near side, single up top, looking, wants to go fade, far side, batted away, good defense, looking one-on-one action. Was trying to find Julio Da Silva. And VMI forced to a field goal attempt to try to tie things up with 98 seconds left in the half.
That's a good job by the Pound defense finding a way to hold them to just 3 points because they've been hot. The Keydets, they've gotten hot. This might have, kind of cooled them off a little bit. It's like if you're at 100 degrees and let's say the 100's the hottest you'll go, VMI might be around about 75 degrees at the moment.
Be about a 32-yard field goal attempt for Jerry Rice. This is a fake. VMI fakes the field goal, throws it far side, does not get the first down. Completes the pass, but is short of the first down, and the Paladins take the ball back. Cole, you got all the momentum. You think you're going to slip one. I don't know if I like that fake.
I don't know if I like the fake. I don't think you take that fake on, 4th and 10? I don't think you take that when you can tie the game right there and just go into it just thinking, all right, defense gets a stop, 17-17, and we feel pretty good about our chances. But right here, man, I mean.
It's a 6-yard gain that you needed 10.
Maybe, you know what? If that false start didn't happen, I think, I think that would have probably been a right call.
You got to think if the false start doesn't happen, it's 2nd and 1.
Yeah.
Then the loss in the backfield. So that false start really backed up VMI and might have changed momentum late in this half. That's a 7-yard run out to about the 16, 17-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 3. Furman seemingly not in too much of a rush. Freshman doesn't want to make a big mistake here late in the second quarter.
I mean, you got 3 timeouts. Why rush it? Take your time. You got the lead. If you want to get in field goal range, take 3 points, so be it. They're having such great success with outside zone so far in this game with Dominic Roberto and Wayne Anderson. They keep running. You just never know. You may pop one in. You may have a touchdown on your hands.
After the first down, we'll see if Furman does elect to take a shot. We have a Keydet down and injured on the play. That looks like Adeline Aromi, the redshirt sophomore outside linebacker, down for VMI. I'll give Furman a chance, both teams a chance to regroup. A lot to take in. Game of runs, and tell you what, Cole, we talked about, hey, if you call the fake as you take another look at the last run, everybody says that's the best play call in the world if it works. If it doesn't, everybody's going to question you. Yeah. Wackerman, head coach for the Keydets, are thinking, hey, you still have all sorts of momentum saying you tie up the game at 17. Instead, you give a little bit of back to the home team in purple.
Well, I'm pretty sure some Paladin fans are on that questionable call with Coach Hendricks going for it on that 4th and 1 that resulted in a touchdown on that drive. But, I mean, that's just the game of football. I mean, you got to take chances. Scary money don't make money. That's the best quote I've ever received in my life. Scary money don't make money. Coach Hendricks said he wasn't scared. It just so happened it didn't work out for him. And you can say the same thing about the VMI's head coach. You got to take chances in this game, especially if you feel like you have something to play for.
Walking off the field, looks like that right arm, right elbow being looked at. Back Back in action, ball at the 21-yard line. Furman 3 wide receivers up top, single wide receiver at the bottom of the formation. We'll see if the Paladins do elect to take a shot. Furman does have 2 timeouts remaining. Wilson drops back, pressure coming. Near side, right on the money, steps out of bounds at the 35-yard line. That's Zach Peterson, the junior, with his first catch. And now, Cole, a couple first downs. You may want to start picking up the pace and try to get into field goal range. Bleak Road can hit from about 50 yards.
Hey, get him there. I mean, why not? I mean, Furman's had great specialists for years now. J.C. Hollingsworth, then you got Grayson Atkins, and then now we have Timmy Bleak Road. So why not? You know, why not?
There's Ryan Miller. Furman getting it out quickly. That'll be about a 7-yard gain out to the 40-yard line. 2 timeouts, 51 seconds. Miller shotgun, 2 wide receivers either side. VMI showing some pressure. 5 down linemen make it 4, and then you have 2 backers that are creeping up. Miller takes a shotgun stab. Blitz does come from both linebackers. Miller rolling near side, gets away from pressure, and now will just run out of bounds. Might have been better off throwing it away. As he steps out, maybe loss of a yard. I'm going to say loss of 2 back to the 38, and it'll be 3rd and 5. So VMI electing to bring pressure, not give Miller time in the pocket, just find somebody downfield. And a 3rd down with 44 seconds left in the half.
Well, you want to make Jace Wilson as uncomfortable as possible in this somewhat of a 2-minute drive or 2-minute drill right here.
Miller, 3 wide receivers, top of the screen. Steps back, has time, throws near side, out, way off the mark. Was looking for Peterson to get on that out route. Peterson slightly open, but Miller wide on the throw, and Furman will be forced to punt here with 40 seconds to go in the half.
I'm willing to bet they're going to try to get in scoring position right
here. VMI?
I don't see why not. I mean, like I said, if you feel like you got something to play for, and which you kind of do right now because East Tennessee State is losing to Western Carolina 28-35.
I think it all depends on where you gain possession. Caught at the 18-yard line, breaks 1 tackle, now 2. Then a swarm of purple jerseys has VMI down at the 23, and I don't know how much chances you take. 2 timeouts, make it with 29 seconds to go in the half. VMI, they're going to say have 3 timeouts left, rather.
Let's say, 3 timeouts, 30 seconds. I mean, anything's possible. I mean, you just got to have a big play. I mean, you can look at the Western Carolina Furman game last weekend. Western Carolina got 1 big play in, and they ended up taking the lead to have 43 to Furman's 42. So you just never know. And like I said, scary money don't make money. Take that shot. It looks like they are.
You have Morgan. In the backfield, he's looking. He is going to take a shot. Has all sorts of time. Nowhere to go with the football. He'll run it. Cutting back near side. Will get out of bounds around the 32, 33-yard line with 20 seconds remaining. So the Keydets are trying to move it down the field here late second quarter.
Only 9 seconds come off the clock. Still got your timeouts in your pocket. You may be able to get in the field goal range, but you know, you got to call those timeouts hot, fast, and in a hurry.
Point, you call them after every play with just 3 remaining, 20 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, you got to.
4 wide receiver set. Morgan calls for the snap. Wants to go quick out route. Caught by Michael Jackson. What an afternoon he's having. 6th reception now, 85-plus yards and a touchdown.
I don't think I'm ever going to get tired of hearing Michael Jackson for the catch or Michael Jackson for this or for that. It just makes me think about moonwalking and hitting the Thriller dance while I'm at it.
16 seconds. Furman looking to bring pressure up the middle. Here it comes, picked up by the Keydets. Ball gets off, almost intercepted. Big hit put on the quarterback by Braden Gilby. Now with 12 seconds, 3 timeouts, we'll see if VMI takes a shot on 3rd and 1. Furman looking to bring a little bit of pressure. Handoff up the middle. Keydets just looking for a first down, and they're going to take a timeout with 8 seconds left in the half. I think, Cole, what do you have? 1 play? You maybe try to get 15, 20 yards, either try a Hail Mary, maybe a long field goal. You do have 2 timeouts, so you'll be able to stop the clock either way.
Well, just from what we've seen so far from VMI, obviously they're digging deep in the playbook and they're pulling out some things that I've never seen VMI do before. So anything's possible. We may see a flea flicker. We may see a wide receiver that may have had some quarterback in a past lifetime or something show up. Anything is possible. I'm not going to rule out any type of trick play, but I mean, like I said, why not? You have something at stake here, and that's a potential SoCon championship. Make it a full year of winning for the football team, because they won it in the spring, and if they find a way to be in contention for the fall, I mean, that'd be great, especially if ETSU loses and if Chattanooga finds a way to beat Mercer.
8 seconds, 2 timeouts. Seth Morgan in the shotgun for VMI. And have to go quickly. Plenty of time in the pocket. Now retreats back. Gonna just dump it off for Raymond. Raymond with 1 second, can't get out of bounds. VMI was trying to take a timeout to get a second left, but it's not to be. So after a hot start for Furman, VMI responds, but it's the Paladins holding a 3-point lead. Don't go away. Halftime coming up next from Greenville.
The airport can be a real challenge for new homeowners who have become their parents.
Okay, everybody, let's do a ticket check. Paper tickets.
We're off to a horrible start, but we can overcome it. We're not going to point out our houses, landmarks, or major highways during takeoff.
Don't buy anything. I packed so many delicious snacks. They're...
Nope.
Did you say ballpark when Group 2 is going to get boarded?
2 hours and 58 minutes.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
Someone should have left home earlier.
Did you see the one with Mystery Apartment Girl?
She feels a breeze.
Coming from behind the medicine cabinet, so she looks behind it, and guess what she found? A hole.
How big was the hole?
Did she go in?
She squeezed her way through.
What does she find on the other side?
A totally
abandoned
apartment, which is bigger than our apartment.
This is freaking me out, Tony!
no hidden apartment.
Let's try the next room.
And you know what? I'll stop talking now, but you just have to see it.
My new normal? Fewer asthma attacks with Nucala, a once-monthly add-on injection for severe eosinophilic asthma. Nucala reduces eosinophils, a key cause of severe asthma.
Nucala is not for sudden breathing problems. Allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for swelling of face, mouth, tongue, or trouble breathing. Infections that can cause shingles have occurred. Don't stop steroids unless told by your doctor. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection. May cause headache, injection site reactions, back pain, and fatigue. Ask your doctor about Nucala.
Find your new normal with Nucala.
Make more holiday at Lowe's. Store your favorite treats of the season and make a dinner to remember with LG must-haves. Shop early for Black Friday deals and save up to $750 on select appliances at Lowe's.
Hey Tiger fans, football is back and we are ready. New this season is a more delicious Coke Zero Sugar with a brand new look. So while you're stocking up for the game, look for the QR code on Coca-Cola 12 and 24 packs. Scan the code to play along with the Tigers and win great prizes. Whether you're in the stands, at the tailgate, or in your living room, nothing goes better with football than Coca-Cola and Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Go Tigers.
Every time I eat stuffed crust from Pizza Hut, I play this song. But watch what happens when I play it backwards.
Eat stuffed crust backwards, just $12.99.
The original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Wherever your journey takes you this winter, get away with our best deals of the season. Right now, get huge savings on the entire lineup of award-winning Hyundai vehicles at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. With new cars arriving just in time for the holidays, it's the perfect time to get a Hyundai. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on select Hyundai vehicles, now during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Ingles. Low prices, love the savings. Bon Secours, bringing good help to those in need. And by BMW, the exclusive luxury vehicle for the Paladins. Senior Day here at Paladin Stadium. The Paladin seniors honored in pregame with Furman President Elizabeth Davis. Athletic Director Jason Donnelly started hot and hold a 17-14 lead as halftime continues here from Greenville.
At Progressive, we love your pets as much as you do. Like this guy in a hat. That's why Progressive Car Insurance covers your pets for up to $1,000 if they're ever in a car accident with you. This mini majorette's gonna march her way right
I'm sorry,
into
can we
your
stop? I know that we're selling car insurance here, but, you know, all the cute little animals, it's too much.
Define too much.
What's wrong with cute animals?
So are we doing this or what?
Nah, it's over.
Well, someone's got to break the news to Mittens. She's a diva.
This Black Friday, get the amazing iPhone 13 Pro on us when you trade in your old or damaged phone.
You break it, we upgrade it, whether you're a current customer or a new one.
And get up to $800 when you switch.
Because everyone deserves better.
When the holidays really get going, keep up with new Pancake Minis at Dunkin'. Enjoy 6 fluffy, delicious pancakes with dipping syrup. Cheers with a white mocha hot chocolate to take on the holidays wherever they take you. Marry on with Pancake Minis. America runs on Dunkin'.
Make your holiday dreams come true at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and HomeGoods.
Tiger fans, football is back and we are ready. New this season is a more delicious Coke Zero Sugar with a brand new look. Whether you're in the stands, at the tailgate, or in your living room, nothing goes better with football than Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Go Tigers.
Wherever your journey takes you this winter, get away with our best deals of the season. Right now, get huge savings on the entire lineup of award-winning Hyundai vehicles at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. With new cars arriving just in time for the holidays, it's the perfect time to get a Hyundai. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on select Hyundai vehicles, now during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
From the studio that brought you Moana.
I have an amazing, magical family.
And Frozen.
What's going on? The house is in danger!
This Wednesday,
Stop!
Disney invites you on an adventure
I need to find the secret.
you can only see in theaters.
Let's go!
Disney's Encanto, rated PG, only in theaters Wednesday.
Isn't it disappointing when your plug-in fades? Once that freshness goes away, you're left thinking, okay, now what? Febreze Fade to 5 plug works differently. It's the first plug-in with built-in technology to digitally control how much scent is released to smell first day fresh for 50 days. It even tells you when it's ready to be refilled. Upgrade to Febreze Fade to 5 plug. Febreze, la 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 la.
Welcome to SoCon Football Weekly as we break down Week 11 in Southern Conference gridiron action.
The race for the Southern Conference Championship is certainly heating up. Our weekly glance at the standings reveal a 3-team dead heat atop the league. ETSU, Mercer, and Chattanooga all sit an even 5-1, with the defending champs stuck right in behind at 4-2. That's VMI's record as we come down the home stretch in conference play. That same group of 4 representing the league in national rankings entering Saturday. ETSU as high as 11th, ranked 11th in one poll, 12th in the other. Chattanooga solidly inside the top 20 in one poll at 19th, 22nd in the other. VMI sits 20th and 21st respectively in this week's releases, while Mercer continues to receive votes in national polls. ETSU forced 3 first-quarter turnovers and jumped out to a 21-0 halftime advantage before seeing VMI power back to pull within a score. In the end, though, in front of a record-setting crowd at Green Stadium and behind a strong effort from Quay Holmes, who carried the ball 21 times for 161 yards and scored the first 2 touchdowns on the day, the Bucks held on for a 27-20 win over the Keydets. Chattanooga made it 4 in a row by upending the Wofford Terriers. The Mocs have not allowed a defensive touchdown in 9 quarters, and in those last 4 contests are allowing just 10.5 points per contest. They would end up on top 35-10 in the battle between the Mocs and the Terriers. Western Carolina won its 3rd straight contest in SoCon play. Did so by a single point in a shootout with the Furman Paladins. Western Carolina's 387 passing yards helped the Cats overcome Dominique Roberto and the 4-touchdown performance he was able to put together on the ground. In the end, it was a 43-42 Western Carolina win over Furman. Sanford got the better of the Citadel, 35-14 this past weekend. All 3 phases were effective for the Bulldogs, scoring offensively, defensively, and on special teams. The offense was led by a couple of DeMarcus Ware rushing touchdowns. Defensively, Midnight Stewart had a 94-yard fumble return for a TD, and a 68-yard punt return from Montrell Washington completed the well-rounded effort for the 35-14 win. Every conference game seems critical from this point forward, and there are 4 of them on tap this Saturday. Wofford travels to the Citadel for an all-Palmetto State battle between the Terriers and the Bulldogs. VMI is on the road, also in South Carolina. They'll take on Furman in Greenville. Western Carolina plays host to ETSU, and Chattanooga and Mercer go head-to-head in the feature contest. That one kicking off at 3 p.m. Saturday. 2 of the 3 teams atop the league set to duke it out to stay in the championship hunt. Sanford is the only other SoCon team in action playing outside the league as they take on the Florida Gators in the Swamp Saturday at noon. This has been Week 11 of Southern Conference football action. You've been watching SoCon Football Weekly.
The airport can be a real challenge for new homeowners who have become their parents.
Okay, everybody, let's do a ticket check. Paper tickets. We're off to a horrible start.
But we can overcome it.
We're not going to point out our houses, landmarks, or major highways during takeoff.
Don't buy anything. I packed so many delicious snacks. They're...
Nope.
Did you say ballpark when Group 2 is going to get boarded?
2 hours and 58 minutes.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
Someone should have left home earlier.
When the holidays really get going, keep up with new Pancake Minis at Dunkin'. Enjoy 6 fluffy, delicious pancakes with dipping syrup. Cheers with a white mocha hot chocolate to take on the holidays wherever they take you. Marry on with Pancake Minis. America runs on Dunkin'.
Impressive handful you got there. How many you think you got?
Let me count real quick. 1 goldfish, 2 goldfish, 3 goldfish, 4 goldfish, 5 goldfish.
I'm gonna let you count your goldfish.
Go for the handful.
Your kindness outshines your highs and lows. Your strength can outlast any bad day because you are greater than your bipolar 1. And you can help take control of your symptoms and ask about Vraylar. Some medicines only treat the lows or highs. Once daily Vraylar is proven to treat depressive, acute manic, and mixed episodes of bipolar 1 in adults. Full spectrum relief for all bipolar 1 symptoms. Elderly patients with dementia-related psychosis have an increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor about unusual changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults. Report fever, stiff muscles or confusion, which may mean a life-threatening reaction, or uncontrollable muscle movements, which may be permanent. High cholesterol and weight gain, and high blood sugar, which can lead to coma or death, may occur. Side effects may not appear for several weeks. Common side effects include sleepiness and stomach issues. Movement dysfunction and restlessness are also common. You are greater than your bipolar 1. Ask about Vraylar.
What makes the holidays magical? Ironically, it isn't magic. It's when stress instantly vanishes. And objects just appear. When people share good tidings and things miraculously materialize. All so you can make the holidays exactly how you want them. Just like magic. Make the holidays yours with a little help from the Home Depot app. How doers get more done.
This is the dimension of imagination.
beautiful fall afternoon, getting chillier as the sun goes down here in Greenville. Furman leading at 17-14 over the 20th ranked VMI Keydets here inside Paladin Stadium. BMW halftime show continues from Greenville. Taking a look at some scores around the Southern Conference this afternoon, and all this will affect, Cole, the tie-breaking procedures that may have to happen. Obviously, ETSU, Mercer, Chattanooga there. ETSU tied with Western at 35 at the half. Chattanooga an early 6-0 lead over the Mercer Bears. Those are the two scores that matter. So, of course, if it's a two-way, three-way tie, it all becomes into head-to-head finishes, and then it gets into the old three-way tie, win-loss record against the highest-seeded teams that do not involved in the original tiebreaker. And then you hate to see it get down to that multiple ties until a three-way draw broken is for a tie, but most likely scenario is you needed to beat your common opponents head-to-head, and then if you all happen to split, it goes down to who is third, who is fourth, who is fifth. That's why this game for VMI and others is so important, because Furman likely could impact the conference championship being in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot at stake right here, and you don't want to find a way to just put everything back in VMI's hands, because there's a lot of control, which you can control, that's happening so far this season. And there's also the matter of you control your own destiny. And right now, Chattanooga, or it's not Chattanooga, Mercer is one of those teams that controls their own destiny. So anything can happen as long as they find a way to win this game right now.
We'll have highlights of the first half when we come back as the BMW halftime show continues here on ESPN.
The airport can be a real challenge for new homeowners who have become their parents.
Okay, everybody, let's do a ticket check. Paper tickets. We're off to a horrible start.
But we can overcome it.
We're not going to point out our houses, landmarks, or major highways during takeoff.
Don't buy anything. I packed so many delicious snacks. They're...
Nope.
Did you say ballpark when Group 2 is going to get boarded?
2 hours and 58 minutes.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
Someone should have left home earlier.
My new normal? Fewer asthma attacks with Nucala, a once-monthly add-on injection for severe eosinophilic asthma. Nucala reduces eosinophils, a key cause of severe asthma.
Nucala is not for sudden breathing problems. Allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for swelling of face, mouth, tongue, or trouble breathing. Infections that can cause shingles have occurred. Don't stop steroids unless told by your doctor. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection. May cause headache, injection site reactions, back pain, and fatigue. Ask your doctor about Nucala.
Find your new normal with Nucala.
Take advantage of Lowe's Black Friday deals early, full of savings to make the season twice as nice and twice as merry. Buy online and pick up in store today.
I need a Mocha Crunch Blast, please. You got it.
I'm on the Mocha Fudge.
We're gonna need more espresso chunks.
Order up.
Sonic Mocha Crunch Blast.
This is the dimension of imagination.
Hey Tiger fans, football is back and we are ready. New this season is a more delicious Coke Zero Sugar with a brand new look. So while you're stocking up for the game, look for the QR code on Coca-Cola 12 and 24 packs. Scan the code to play along with the Tigers and win great prizes. Whether you're in the stands, at the tailgate, or in your living room, nothing goes better with football than Coca-Cola and Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Go Tigers.
Introducing the Grubhub Guarantee. Our promise to deliver the food you love on time and give you the lowest price. Or you'll get $5 off your next order.
It's not 1,000 lights twinkling that makes their holidays special. It's you. And 20 volts whirring, 10 dishes warming, 8 guests arriving, 42 inches rolling, 1 million leaves blowing, or 1 gift card gifting. If you can't make up your mind, make the holidays yours with Black Friday prices now through December. At the Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Welcome back to Greenville. Beautiful look at the Furman iconic bell tower. Paladins leading it by 3, 17-14 here at the half. Welcome back inside the booth. Bryant Lambert, Cole Neely. Entertaining first half, a lot of momentum changes.
Yeah, I mean, this has been a game of kind of who's going to outsmart who. We've seen some trickery. We've seen some trick plays. We've seen a lot. So it's been really fun to watch so far.
Yeah, Furman jumped out to a 17-0 lead. Back-to-back touchdowns by VMI. We'll take a look at these first half highlights here. A really questionable fake field goal got the momentum back to Furman. Here it was a big return by DeJuan Bell that really got the Furman offense going.
Well, special teams is a big component of any football game, and you like to see plays be made there. And right here, outside zone has been the staple of the offensive game plan for the Paladins. You saw Dominic Roberto. Here you see Wayne Anderson on a big run right here. Offensive lineman getting up to the second level, making plays. So in the first quarter and a little bit of the early part of the second quarter, it was all Furman, and then things just got completely out of hand in the second quarter for the Paladins.
Yeah, here's a double reverse pass getting back to the quarterback, Seth Morgan. He hit the long pass down the right side. That set up another VMI touchdown. Here, what we would call maybe a questionable fake field goal. VMI had all the momentum. A field goal would have tied the game at 17. They needed 10 yards, got about 6 yards as Furman had 2 players out there to stop that fake attempt, and the Paladins were able to close out that first half up 17-14. As you take a look at the stats, overall yards, Furman dominated the first quarter. VMI, second quarter, offensive exploded up for their 254 total yards. Time of possession fairly even. So, Cole, you're both these teams going to the locker room. What do you want to see adjusted?
Well, for VMI, get your run game a little bit more involved. And then for Furman, I know this has probably been the one thing everybody's been beating on, fans, analysts, all of that good stuff. Try to establish somewhat of a passing game just to help out the running game. You want to see something get built upon that. But, I mean, so far, 212 yards of offense in the first half, and Furman averages, 330-some yards? So far, they're on pace to outdo that, to outdo their average right now.
It will be Furman set to receive here in the third quarter as they deferred to start the football game. Let's see if the Paladins offense that was there early in that first half can get things going again. There's Jason Wilson, the freshman, that was under center and really taking shotgun snaps the entire first half. Furman did not see Hamp Sisson be put in doing those first 2 quarters of action. Trying to find a seam getting out to the 26-yard line, and that's where the Paladins will take over as the shade starts to take over this entire Paladin field. Seamus Jones on the tackle, and it'll be Wilson jogging out. Cole, how important do you think it is Furman to move points, get this offense going again after slowing down maybe in that second quarter, although they did take the lead into the half?
Pretty important. It's pretty important. This is the point where in this last 30 minutes of this ball game, you want your quarterback to find a rhythm. You want to establish something good for yourselves going into next week. But how do you go about doing that? You got to dominate in this first series. Show them that the first quarter was no fluke. Like, this is exactly who you are, and this is how you're developing as an offense.
Wayne Anderson with a few yards on that first down run. It'll be 2nd and 5, just past the 30-yard line. Wilson in the shotgun. In motion is Anderson. It'll be a handoff to Roberto. No, play action, trying to go over the middle, wide open. Green space, can he break a tackle? Brought down at the 37-yard line. It was play action, fooled everybody. And Ryan DeLuca all the way down to the VMI 36-yard line. Take a look at the play action, and nice job by the freshman QB staying in there and taking the hit.
That was a good play action fake. I almost thought he was going to try to run with it. He didn't get me. He didn't get me at all. But it was really good. I enjoyed that, seeing Ryan DeLuca get involved.
Going deep, trying to find Miller down to the 2-yard line. VMI ball pressure. Ryan Miller all the way down to the Kedet. They're going to call it 1, and it's 1st and goal, Furman.
I really like what I'm seeing so far, opening up the drive. I said I want to see Furman throw the ball, establish a passing game. Well, look at what they're doing right now, establishing a passing game, and this is just tremendous. 2 big passes already to start off this half.
You expect DeLuca Anderson up the middle here, trying to get it to Anderson, stuffed at the 1-yard line. Excuse me, I meant to Roberto or Anderson. He's going to be stuffed for no gain, and it will be 2nd and goal from the 1. And maybe this you might see an Abrams, Roberto, might one of your bigger backs there between the tackles.
I don't see why not. I mean, you got 2 big backs in Dominic Roberto, Devin Abrams, and then you got your smaller back that's a little bit more elusive with Wayne Anderson. You got 3 guys that can tote the rock pretty well. I mean, you got to find a way to use them, so why not right here to go inside zone, hand the ball off, let your offensive line be physical.
Up the middle is going to be across the goal line. Let's see what the officials call. Goes in, no, he's going to be spotted at the half-yard line. Spotted right at the half-yard line, so it will be 3rd and goal and inches. This is where you want to put Wilson under center potentially. And maybe a QB sneak.
Yeah, but we haven't seen Furman go under center all season.
Yeah,
which is new.
Wilson, Roberto gets the handoff straight up the middle, dives, should be in, waiting for the signal. No, they're going to rule him short. Short, crowd doesn't like the call. There's the call. And it is a touchdown call, way delayed on that touchdown call as the officials running with the hand up. I thought he clearly was in on the Roberto 1-yard run.
Yeah, it was a good run right here. It looks like he was short, potentially, maybe. I don't know, but
that's where the ruling on the field's so important, because in those piles, it's going to be hard to overturn. If you see a late touchdown call, and I wouldn't be surprised, Cole, if I'm right with you, this one goes to review.
Well, Coach Walkenheim, he's talking to the official. He's like, look, I don't think he made it. I think he was down, but we don't hear a whistle for replay. I think this is definitely going to stand.
This is where the official is holding, waiting for confirmation of the touchdown, and they're going to reset the play clock and going to let it run.
Yeah.
So they won't even review it, and Roberto's 1-yard touchdown is going to hold. Extra point up and good. And the Paladins, first drive of the second half, go back up 10, up 24-14 here from Greenville.
I got you, don't worry.
I've started guidance.
Looks like you're home. This holiday season, hurry in to the BMW Road Home Sales event and find your way home in the ultimate driving machine. Hurry in to receive a credit of up to $2,500 through November 30th.
A big bow box says a lot about a person. Like they have a mighty hunger, a powerful thirst, and great taste when it comes to pro football teams. Game day and beyond, rep your Carolina Panthers with an official team big bow box.
Living with joint pain isn't easy, but lately dealing with it has felt even harder. So you've been putting up with it. That stops today. Today you stand up for yourself and say enough, and we solve it. Because we have the solutions to get you back on your feet. You're ready. It's your time. Visit bonsecour.com/ortho to make an appointment and get started with your joint replacement today. Bon Secours, healthcare for the universe of you.
This is Mountain Dew. A rush of crisp and refreshing flavor. Delivering a bold citrus kick. Do to do.
When you look at a diamond, what do you see? A multifaceted stone of remarkable strength, formed under intense pressure to shine brighter than all the rest. Hard edges, clean lines, with a fire inside. When you look at a diamond, what do you see? Ingalls, proud sponsor of Furman Athletics.
That last touchdown drive, 6 plays, 74 yards, took 2 minutes and 27 seconds for the Paladins. Cole, 3 touchdowns for Furman, all coming on the ground. One for Roberto, one for Anderson, one for Devin Abrams. Talk about your platoon.
I mean, hey, Devin Wynn hasn't been in the game. I mean, he's a little bit hobbled, but you find a way to get it to 3 guys who I feel like will carry the Furman rushing offense for the foreseeable future. So why not go ahead and start establishing these names to become household names for a lot of Furman fans?
VMI set to return. Kickoff called about the 8-yard line. Fair catch properly called that time by Colin Ironside. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the Kedat 25-yard line.
Well, I'm glad they're all on the same page. You can't have those type of mistakes. You saw Evan Eller for catching that.
So now this VMI offense behind Seth Morgan, who found themselves in the second quarter. Really cool. It all changed on that Furman offsides. That long touchdown by Michael Jackson sparked this Kedat offense. They'll come out 5 wide, 3 at the near side, 2 up top, 3-step drop, immediate pressure being put on. Morgan over the middle, deflected, almost intercepted. Braden Gilby getting a hand on it, trying to thread the needle.
I mean, you know what? I give kudos to just playing football, just getting deflection. But I feel like the inner linebacker in me that somewhere exists would have tried to go for the interception.
You're not catching that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You're saying,
yeah.
You're giving yourself credit.
Yeah. Somewhere in me, I would have caught the ball.
Pressure being shown up. Furman brings the heat. Clear rush. Got out on the swing pass, kind of streaking over the middle of the field. Caught, made by Aiden Twombly. Nice job by Morgan getting it out. And you might have a roughing the passer call in the backfield as the flag went down. A late hit potential on Morgan.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. 43, defense. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Automatic.
Well, you saw Gilby with a clean rush here, and that's when go through 3 steps. You got to, you don't necessarily drive the quarterback into the ground, but you got to learn to pull up, and a 15-yard pass turns into a 30-yard gain all of a sudden to the Furman 45.
Well, that's how you hurt yourself. Sometimes you got to play smart football, and that wasn't smart football right there, and I understand. Braden Gilby's like he's like a bull with his horns. He's ready to go. He's ready to make a play, but you got to be a little bit more cognizant of what's going on.
Hand off up the middle. Rumbles forward for about 3 yards. London Lewis. As Hunter Rice gets the carry. London Lewis, one of those Paladin seniors being honored here on Senior Day. Officially a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. VMI has shown tempo at times here, methodically taking their time. 2-step drop from the shotgun. Morgan rushed out of the pocket. Furman wanted to hold. Now trying to throw it downfield. Has a man just over the outstretched arms.
I don't know how that hold doesn't get called. It's right in front of the official's face right there.
Remijan ran it, but yeah, you're right, Cole. Yeah. Furman coaching staff right there wanted the hold in the backfield.
I mean, it's right in front of your face. You got to throw the flag. I mean, it's just hard. I mean, Trey Rogers worked a really great inside move on the offensive tackle. You got to throw the flag right there.
3rd down, 3rd and 6 here, early 3rd quarter. VMI's trailed by as many as 17. Morgan takes a shotgun pass, quarterback draw, nowhere to go. Dropped for a loss of 2. That'll be 4th and 8. Cole, that might have been a play. VMI's trying to get 3 or 4 yards and go for it. And now it's decision time for the Keydets, and the punting unit comes on.
Well, Adrian Hope showed up and showed out on that play right there to make a nice tackle right there for a loss of a few yards. And I mean, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do right here. Like I said, scary money don't make money. You know what's at stake right here. ETSU's in the ball game against Western Carolina, who's finally found themselves. And Chattanooga and Mercer is kind of going back and forth, so you might as well take your chances, right?
Fair catch called. Catch made right at the 11-yard line by DeJuan Belt. Paladin football trying to add to a 10-point lead when we come back here on ESPN.
At Progressive, we love your pets as much as you do. Like this guy in a hat. That's why Progressive Car Insurance covers your pets for up to $1,000 if they're ever in a car accident with you. This mini majorette's gonna march her way right
I'm sorry,
into
can we
your
stop? I know that we're selling car insurance here, but, you know, all the cute little animals, it's too much.
Define too much.
What's wrong with cute animals?
So are we doing this or what?
Nah, it's over.
Well, someone's got to break the news to Mittens. She's a diva.
Make your holiday dreams come true at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and HomeGoods.
I have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now, there's Skyrizi. 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clearer skin at 4 months after just 2 doses.
Skyrizi may increase your risk of infections and lower your ability to fight them. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fevers, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or coughs, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Nothing is everything. Talk to your dermatologist about Skyrizi. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Why is Clairol Root Touch-Up #1? Because nothing blends better. Root Touch-Up is uniquely designed to cover new grays 100%. It's a seamless match with your color, even if it's salon color. Clairol Root Touch-Up, because we know color.
This is the dimension of imagination.
Furman up 10. Bryant Lambert, Cole Neely with you. Thanks to the ground game. 3 touchdowns on the ground. Cole Furman already 6 yards above their season average on the ground, and maybe that's opening up some of the pass game for Jace Wilson and his receivers.
Possibly. I mean, we saw those 2 big pass plays they hit to start off the half, and man, I think that's pretty impressive right there. And we can see a hometown hero in a way, but Devin Wynn is checked in the game again.
Hand off in the backfield. He'll get it. Muscle forward. And for about a yard or 2, and it'll be second down for the Paladins here deep in their own territory. At this point, Cole still obviously plenty of time, but freshman quarterback getting more experienced, playing a handful of games. You're trying to avoid the mistake at this point. You got your team around you. Your defense has settled in a little bit, and, you know, take the plays that are right in front of you.
Yeah, well, I mean, I still want him to air it out.
And here he goes, trying to air it out down the near sidelines, just out of the reach of that Wayne Anderson, yes, and about a step too far.
And I think that's what a lot of people got to realize. You have a young quarterback like that, you want to see more of what he can do, because this is your future right here. This could be the quarterback of the future right here for you. Let him air it out some. Let's see what type of arm talent he has. Let's see the throw power. Let's make a fair evaluation. So next season it's like, all right, we know what we have and we know what we can work with, and we can build from there. So why not?
3rd and 9. Big chance for the Keydets to get off the field. See 8 almost in the box. Wilson drops back. Pressure, pocket collapsing. Gets out of pressure. Can he get enough for the first down? No, we'll be about 3 yards short, and it'll be a 4th down and punting situation for the Paladins.
Well, I tell you what, I know Coach Hendricks is not thinking about going for it this time.
Yeah, definitely 10-point lead that deep in your territory. Wilson escaped pressure. Cole did all he could, but couldn't quite get to that first down marcher. Big stop there for the Keydets on 3rd down.
Very big stop. I can imagine next season, if that play presents itself again, I think Jace Wilson finds a way to get a first down. I've seen the way Coach Bernardi is very good with his strength and conditioning, and he's a master game planner when it comes to speed development.
Keydet first down around the 39-yard line after the punt, and both defenses, after a first half that was a little topsy-turvy, seem to be settling in a bit here, Cole.
Yeah, we're seeing that. I mean, we've seen some big plays that have happened in the passing game against the Paladins, and we've seen some on the other side of things. You can see Seth Morgan, 235 yards. I mean, he's a guy that can have a 300-yard passing game, and he can still have that today. I mean, it was only 9 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third quarter.
That ball knocked down at the line of scrimmage, incomplete pass. Be 2nd and 10. Shadows out almost over the entire field. It's just really the VMI sideline, half of it. It's that time of year, too, where temperature constantly quickly drops. The ball gets a little colder, a little harder, a little maybe more difficult to execute. Something to keep in mind here as we approach late stages, third quarter into the fourth.
Oh, I've always hated this time of the year, to be honest.
Throw over the middle, has a man caught, 15-yard pass, first down for the Keydets. Said I personally like it. Chill in the air. Championship weather.
Nah.
That's first down at the Furman 46.
Not I. I'll tell you, this is the reason why I don't like this time of the year is because it feels like football season is almost over. I don't like that.
That's true.
Feeling.
Quarterback draw up the middle, good for 2 yards, but Morgan, be 2nd and 8.
See Bryce McCormick making the play out there. He's been a guy that has balled lately. Just a guy that has shown up in so many different games, and he's going to be a really good linebacker for him. And even though he's not a starter, he still just plays. He plays every bit just like a starter. That linebacker depth that Furman has is just insane.
Pass complete, immediately tackled. Hugh Ryan coming up to make the stop. Be 3rd and 4. Another third down opportunity in Furman territory here for VMI. This is where they kind of weigh that quarterback draws. Third and longer. VMI 4 of 10 here on third down. Furman similar, 4 of 11. Morgan fakes a snap, and now we'll look at the sideline to get the call. Three wide receivers, bottom of the screen, one up top. Morgan drops back, looking far side, trying to go deep. Has a man caught. Who else other than Michael Jackson? Have yourself an afternoon working against Travis Blackshear. Michael Jackson's been winning that matchup.
I mean, Travis Blackshear, he should have got his head around it. I mean, it looks like maybe a little bit of a technique error. I'm not a DB. I never played DB. I wasn't that athletic, unfortunately. It didn't run in my genes, but I just feel like you maybe should have got your head a little bit around if you were able to and try to make a play on the ball. But Michael Jackson makes a nice little stop and then kind of makes a little hee-hee action happen and finds a way to get a big first down.
Be reversed far side, trying to get to the pylon, upended at the 4-yard line. Nice tackle. There's Blackshear coming back. How about Jackson came in just 518 yards receiving on the season, already 121 yards this afternoon. So having himself an afternoon. Blackshear comes up with the big stop there and forces 2nd and goal from the 4.
Maybe a little bit of the great pop star Michael Jackson. Maybe that little magic is probably trickling down right now to wide receiver Michael Jackson. I wonder, did he dress up as Michael Jackson for Halloween?
We got a bunch of questions. We'll have to connect you to after the game. Morgan runs near side, tries to go to the back of the end zone. Called as he inbounds. Officials say looking yes, and who else? Michael Jackson, his 2nd touchdown. And the Keydets back within 3 with the extra point pending. On the rollout, dragging across the formation. And just like that, the Keydets back with the momentum after Furman was trying to put some separation.
Yeah, I mean, Michael Jackson makes a great play right there. I mean, he's shown up. I mean, you usually think when VMI's passing game, yes, Michael Jackson is a very key guy, but Jacob Harris has usually been a key guy as well. Haven't heard his name at all today. I don't know if he's out or what, but a guy that you should always keep your eyes on.
Looks like this play is going to go to review. We'll see if we can't get another look. As Jackson was coming across the field, and he definitely caught it. The things that we're going to look at is, did he get a foot in bounds? Take a look right at the bottom of your screen. There's the catch. Now, the question is, the foot touched the sideline, but was the first one down? Remember, it was ruled a touchdown on the field. He'll be the best view to look. Foot's down. Possession. Well, it's going to depend, Cole, when they rule possession. Crowd's kind of reacting to that latest replay. And, of course, since it was ruled a touchdown on the field, it's got to be clear and indisputable to overturn. What do you think?
I think they keep it. I mean, it looked like that heel had came down first in the first place before the rest of his foot had went out of bounds. But, I mean,
Just don't know if you have enough to overturn it.
Yeah, I mean, it'd been really, different if, this was the NFL right now. You had to have 2 feet in. Of course, we'd all say incomplete, but, I mean.
But depends, does he bobble it right there as he tries to bring it into his body? Taking great camera work by Byron Apt and his ESPN crew. So there you see he has it. Is that possession?
For me, I consider possession if you're able to bring it in or you're able to secure the ball, then yeah. But it looks like he was trying to bring the ball in, trying to re-secure it. So, I mean, I don't know. I think there's going to be a touchdown. I can't see them saying it's not.
Let's get the call.
Looks like it is.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. Touchdown.
Not enough to overturn. Home crowd not fan of the call, but not enough there. Probably either way it was made on the field was probably going to hold. And after the call's confirmed, Jerry Rice on for the extra point. Hold down, kick up, and good. And it's back to a 3-point bang. Back and forth we go. It's the Keydets down 3. Third quarter action continues in Greenville after the break.
Season has arrived.
Okay, we're not going to ask for discounts on floor models, demos, or displays. Shopping malls can be a big trigger for young homeowners turning into their parents.
You ever think about the storage operation a place like this must rely on?
No.
They just sell candles and they're making overhead? You know what kind of fish those are?
No.
Don't be coy. Koi fish.
It can be overwhelming. Think a second. Have we seen this shirt before?
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
But you know what? I'm still going to get it. Tiger fans, football is back and we are ready. New this season is a more delicious Coke Zero Sugar with a brand new look. Whether you're in the stands, at the tailgate, or in your living room, nothing goes better with football than Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Go Tigers.
Introducing new targeted benefits from Centrum, designed to help you remember why you came downstairs. Be the best tree you can be, and handle client calls and school calls at the same time. Whatever life brings, now there's a Centrum for that.
This is the dimension of imagination.
Of all the things that made Scrooge pout, he most disliked running and striding about. Until he discovered the Peloton tread. Sprinting and lifting sweat dripped from his head. His legs sang out like a Christmas choir. This grunt was #on fire. Now Scrooge ran the holidays, no doubt. When your workout's a joy, it's a joy to work out.
Michael Jackson having an afternoon here in Paladin Stadium, Cole. That was the first touchdown that kind of came when the offense was sputtering. Furman was up 17-0, and he's put the Keydets on his back over 150 yards and 2 touchdowns.
I mean, when you think about it, I mean, even the pop star Michael Jackson put people on his back during his time of being alive. Of course, you had Prince, but I mean, it's nothing different right now. I mean, Michael Jackson's doing this today. He has guys rallying a little bit around him. They feel the momentum that's coming. He's making big plays. Their offense is feeling that, and they're able to capitalize. It's only a 3-point lead. Furman still having that lead. Anything can happen right here, and it'll be interesting to see what this Furman offense can do on this possession.
All fumbled. Still kicked around, picked up at the 5-yard line. Paladin scrambling to try to get any sort of yardage, and it'll be the muffed kickoff return has Furman only at the 11. That was Wade Anderson back there. Also back there for the Paladins. Anderson had the original. And then Kelton Gunn, the redshirt freshman out of Knoxville, Tennessee, back there as well. He's the one who eventually was able to pick it up and get out to the 11-yard line.
I mean, way to find a way to kind of get it out from behind, from behind the 10. But I mean, man, that's not where you want to start off.
Similar situation with the Keydets, had to start on their own 2. In motion, Wilson hands it off in the backfield, battling for about a 3-yard gain. Abshir, his first carry of the afternoon.
And right now you can see the defensive lineman. You see 0, number 99, 55, 56, and 4. They're running a bare defense. They want to stop the run. They want to force Jace Wilson to throw the ball. And I feel like that's the perfect game plan to do when you're playing the Paladins. You want to force them to beat you in the air. And so far, they've been throwing it somewhat well.
Anderson pitch near side, trying to get toward the first down. He does and more, and gets out to the 25-yard line, and a little breathing room now for the Furman offense.
Really good block out there in the perimeter by Ryan Miller, sealing that edge a little bit. You see that right there. Really good block by Ryan Miller, the tight end. Kind of frees up Wayne Anderson, makes a big play. Easy first down that comes from it. Really good so far. Wayne Anderson, 70 yards on 7 rushes, averaging 10 yards a pop. I mean, you can't ask for more between him and Dominic Roberto, and you get Devin Abrams involved. I mean, shoot, you might want to talk about running some triple option.
Here's an option far side. Anderson gets the pitch, and he'll fall forward for a gain of 4 as the Paladins trying to get the east-west ground game going and spread out this VMI defense. So you talked about before the game, a little interesting on the run call, saying more going to be on the offensive line based off how the VMI defense lines up.
Yeah, I mean, right now you see Anderson Tomlin is the right tackle. He's been kind of finding ways to communicate a little bit to the quarterbacks about what he's seeing. He's turned around a couple times, see him right now, telling them, hey, you might not want to come this way or you might want to come this way. They're trying to figure things out.
Pass, Wilson trying to come near side. Colt turns upfield, first down. DeLuca comes up with the first down reception. DeLuca, fifth-year senior, playing his final game in Paladin Stadium.
So it looks like the adjustment that's being made, if they're going to go with outside zone, I think if they feel like it's not there, they don't have enough people to block it to where they could get the first down or may have a pretty big impact, they might check it either to the other side or they may go ahead and just run a sprint out and just kind of just dump the ball out.
2 wide receivers top, 1 at the bottom. First and 10, play action. Pressure put on, quick screen, now space. Cutting toward the middle of the field, all green grass. Breaking away, trying to get toward the end zone. Can he do it? He does. Touchdown, Abshir, the redshirt junior out of Atlanta from the slot.
That's a big play right there. And again, Chase Wilson making a play. We want the ball maybe a little bit higher, but you know what? Doesn't matter. It ended in a touchdown. Ryan Miller out there making a heck of a block right here. Look at that, seals that up. Safety doesn't make a play, doesn't get his base set, and man, Chase Abshir on the races. I don't know if you're a big TikTok kind of guy, Brian. I don't know if that's kind of still in your range, but maybe Coach Sturdy might have some suggestions and some commentary about that play.
Call me old.
I won't say old. See, you're putting words in my mouth now, Brian. I didn't call you old. Maybe a little bit seasoned. I like that word better, seasoned.
Abshir just had 4 yards receiving coming in before that touchdown catch. Extra point, no good, was missed wide left, so something to keep in mind. The lead just 9 and not 10. But Abshir with the big touchdown reception, he's getting accolades on the sideline, and Furman responds back up 2 possessions now with 9-point advantage.
I don't blame Chase Absher. I have a pretty big smile like that, too. I thought he might have got tripped up towards the end and been able to kind of get those legs up. I know, again, Coach Bernardi, a guy that's very good in speed development for strength and conditioning. I know he preaches about getting those knees up when you're running, and that was a good indication of getting your knees up and not get tripped up.
I thought he was getting caught.
You thought he was going to get caught?
I thought he was getting caught.
I saw that knee drive. That knee drive was excellent. It was elite, as Coach Bernardi would say.
Paladins up 30-21, 3:53 to go here in the third quarter. That last Paladin touchdown drive, just 5 plays, 89 yards. Bleak Road missing a rare miss on the extra point. This third quarter, a lot of action, a lot of stoppages, taking a while.
It's probably the best I've seen a Furman offense play. Oh,
and now, unfortunate, that's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be to the 35-yard line. And look, that's a tough break, really not against the Paladin place kicker, because he kicked it, right along the hash, and VMI lucky that it went all the way out of bounds as they was trying to make a fair catch.
Illegal kick out of bounds.
You think maybe you can make a better rule? You think they can make a better rule on that in the future if it hits in bounds and it kind of just, it looks like it should be in bounds, kind of just rolls out because of a miss, I guess, of a bad decision by the returner not to catch it. Maybe you just don't, they just kind of down the line, like a punt, basically. But, I don't know.
Tough break for the Paladins. The ball will be out to the 35-yard line. Interesting about that, it's going to be such a rule that's ambiguous and up for debate. Now, handoff off the middle, almost missed the handoff, but able to rumble forward. 8 yards. Hunter Rice now starting to get some carries.
Inside zone action right there. And that's pretty much VMI staple in terms of the run game is inside zone.
Cadets wanted to go quickly. Quick out route out to the 50-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Michael Jackson, get used to hearing that name throughout the fourth quarter. Now with the Keydets with the first down, Furman trying to get the play call in. You see tempo for this Keydet offense. Handoff up the middle, breaks a tackle and gains 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7 for Hunter Rice.
It didn't look like much of a big physical run right there by Hunter Rice. I don't know if maybe he might feel a little bit gassed, but it just didn't look like a hard run that I've seen him make so far in this ball game. That looked more like a little bit of a tired run, tap the top of the helmet.
3 wide receivers on the near side, 1 up top. Morgan hands it off to Rice again. He'll rumble forward, and it'll be a gain of about 4. It'll be 3rd and 2 from the Paladin 42-yard line. Third quarter winding down.
Hunter Rice might have heard me on that one. That was definitely a much stronger run right there.
Furman racing to get off the field. VMI quick throw on the outside, caught, and he's going to reach across. I believe he's going to have enough for the first down. Let's see where he spots him. And it looks like, no, short.
Wow.
They back it up a yard. I tell you what, Cole, I thought he stretched the ball out across, but they might have said it was bobbling. Take another look. Catch made by Twombly. Yeah, I tell you what, forward progress. Looks like that should be a first down. If I'm VMI, I might try to challenge that.
I would too. I don't see why not. It definitely was a first down. I know a lot of people talk about officiating in the SoCon, but I see the argument for why they do.
Take a look. Catch off the bobble.
Illegal substitution.
Outstretch. Well, doesn't matter. They're going to say illegal substitution as Furman had not gotten off the field. But you look at that.
Sideline warning.
That should have been a first down anyways.
Oh, yeah.
Furman gets whistled for a sideline warning after the illegal substitution, arguing that their player got off the field. So 1st and 10 after the Furman penalty on the Furman 37-yard line. VMI again trying to get back and get a point closer after the Furman missed PAT. Reverse coming. Far side, Furman has one player there. Now a pass. Trying to go downfield for Twombly. Goes up, makes the catch. Backs up the defender, and trickeration coming out for VMI, and they're down in the red zone at the 10-yard line.
I don't know why. This is, I think, maybe the not even the second, the 3rd or 4th time I've seen a defender in position to make a play on the ball. They don't turn their heads. If you look right here, the safety, Hugh Ryan, he could have made a play on the ball.
Turn around.
Yeah, turn around, get your head up. You can make a play on the ball right there.
Say 1st and 10 about the 11-yard line exactly. Keeper Far side, trying to get to the pylon, will be out. Is Seth Morgan around the 5.5, 6-yard line. Will be 2nd and 5. So now VMI, who's yet to lead in the game, trailed 17-0, cut it to 17-14. It's been back and forth since. It was a 3-point Furman lead at the half. Morgan claps, gets the ball, hands it off up the middle. Nowhere to go. Rice immediately stuffed. No gain, maybe a slight loss, and it'll be 3rd and 5. VMI's got to get to the 1-yard line.
It'd be big for this Paladin defense just to find a way to force a field goal to happen. Now, I don't know if VMI will even kick a field goal because, again, this is a game where you got to win, and you don't want that field goal to kind of bite you in the tail later on.
Furman got to find number 11 on the field.
Yeah.
Find Michael Jackson. He's going to be lined up at the top of your screen.
It's like a one-on-one matchup in man right here.
Micah Robinson defending. They are going to go to Jackson. The fade, and look at that touchdown. 3rd touchdown of the afternoon as they keep going to the well to Michael Jackson. Have yourself an afternoon. Jackson came in with 3 touchdowns on the season. He's doubled that here in Greenville.
Wow.
Single coverage, throws the fade, and Jackson easily pulls it in for the touchdown.
Had Michael Robinson right there on man coverage against Michael Jackson, and just the elusiveness so far, Michael Jackson being able to make plays all day today. It's just been pretty entertaining, honestly.
PAT is good, so mark down Furman's missed extra point. That could prove pivotal. As you take another look at that touchdown, immediately fade for Michael Jackson. Morgan knew it the whole time. Single coverage, and the Keydets crawl within 2 at 30-28 here with 56 seconds to go in the 3rd.
Man, Michael Jackson.
See, you're running out of Michael Jackson comments now.
I am, man.
You thought you had him used all. You didn't know he was going to have such an afternoon here.
I was expecting that one. I was expecting maybe, I make a few, little dad jokes every now and again, but he's taking up all my dad jokes. I'm gonna have to figure something out.
Will be Furman set to receive the kickoff. VMI's offense proficient after that first quarter. Really, it was the first quarter. Furman's defense held VMI out about 40 yards. Since then, VMI's racked up now 392 total yards, 337 of those coming in the air. Furman 382 yards, balanced about 190 on the ground, 190 through the air. So Furman well outpacing their season average as that's brought out to about the 22-yard line, and that's where Jace Wilson and this Furman offense will start to try to push the lead back to 2 possessions.
You know what the best part about all of this, though, is we haven't even got to the 4th quarter yet. So much football left.
Long 3rd quarter of action. Furman trying to send this senior class out who's captured a SoCon championship, been to multiple playoffs, out with a victory here at Paladin Stadium.
And here we go again with that Bear defense, almost kind of like a Bear defense in a way. Not exactly, they're not lined up in it, but they are very tight. Try to run a twist.
Here, handoff up the middle. Gain of about 4 to 5. Looks like Furman content to try to run one more play, potentially take this to the 4th quarter with this 2-point lead and see if they can close this out.
I think I might try to run a little outside zone right here. I mean, why not? They haven't stopped it all day.
2nd and 6, Roberto. Believe in the backfield for the Paladins. It is Roberto, cuts back up toward the middle. Not much going. It'll be 3rd and 4 to start the 4th quarter.
Inside zone.
We have a good one here in Greenville. Back and forth action, defensive stops, offensive putting up numbers. VMI fighting for a championship. We'll see what they can do when we come back. 4th quarter action. Don't go anywhere from Greenville.
The holiday season has arrived, and so has the Get Holiday Ready sales event at your Ford dealer. Inventory is arriving daily, so it's the best time to get a Ford F-Series. With all this power and technology, it's no wonder Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks for 44 years straight. It's time to get holiday ready with Ford. Now get a 2021 F-150 with 0% financing for 60 months plus $500 retail bonus cash. Get holiday ready only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Staying healthy has never been more important. Regular exercise can help both prevent and fight illnesses. At the YMCA of Greenville, we are ready to help you and your family build your strength, endurance, flexibility, confidence, and immunity with personal training, group exercise classes, swim lessons, youth sports, and more. All from a clean, safe, and fun space. Join the Y today to protect your health.
Spink's chicken tenders aren't just fast and fresh. They're crispier, crunchier, juicier, saucier, spicier, legendary-ier. Oh, so many options. One easy stop. Spink's, making life easier. Spink's drinks aren't just fast and fizzy. They're fruitier, chewier, bolder, creamier, slushier, bigger, refreshing-ier. Oh, so many options. One easy stop. Spink's, making life easier.
You fired up the grill for one hot dog? Seriously?
Hot dog. Better with Pepsi.
When you look at a diamond, what do you see? A multifaceted stone of remarkable strength, formed under intense pressure to shine brighter than all the rest. Hard edges, clean lines, with a fire inside. When you look at a diamond, what do you see? Ingalls, proud sponsor of Furman Athletics.
Living with joint pain isn't easy, but lately dealing with it has felt even harder. So you've been putting up with it. That stops today. Today you stand up for yourself and say enough, and we solve it. Because we have the solutions to get you back on your feet. You're ready. It's your time. Visit bonsecours.com/ortho to make an appointment and get started with your joint replacement today. Bon Secours, healthcare for the universe of you.
2-point Furman lead set to start the fourth quarter. We talked about Furman going back and forth with quarterbacks this season. It's been all Chase Wilson today. Really two different styles between the senior, Ham Sisson, the captain, and what you have in the freshman Wilson.
Well, you like to consider Ham Sisson more of a gunslinger, Chase Wilson more of that true dual-threat quarterback. He can hurt you in the run game, and he can have some big plays in the passing game we've seen so far today. But you look at it percentage-wise, I mean, Ham Sisson has him by a mile.
Yeah, Sisson, the junior, not the senior. Big third down here for the Paladins, 3rd and 5. Pressure coming, crossing route up the middle. Can he get away? Yes. A lot of space running near side. Ryan Miller, he's going to go all the way for 6. Ryan Miller on 3rd and 5, a 73-yard touchdown pass. And just like that, Furman back in control.
I'll say this one thing about Ryan Miller. There is nobody in college football that will catch him if he beats the initial guy and a guy makes a block. No one's going to catch him. Ryan Miller may be the fastest player on that field, hands down.
Once he got out of that shoestring tackle, off to the races, Miller. 70-plus yard touchdown strike. 3 plays, 78 yards, 1:03 seconds. That extra point is good. And the Paladins up 9. 37-28. Back and forth we go.
This football season, no matter where you are or how you pregame, we are all Tailgate Nation.
This football season, buy 4 participating items and save $50 off Fanatics gear at wearetailgatenation.com.
It's your Uncle Cooper. Truck owners who run Cooper AT3s are some of the most dutiful people I know. Even if that duty is to haul a load of this stuff. It's not glamorous, but it's their duty nonetheless. So if you and your truck are constantly tackling the regular duties of the day, go with a tire that can handle them all. Oh, man. I stepped in it. Go with the Coopers. Cooper.
Okay, we're not going to ask for discounts on floor models, demos, or displays. Shopping malls can be a big trigger for young homeowners turning into their parents.
You ever think about the storage operation a place like this must rely on?
No.
They just sell candles and they're making overhead. You know what kind of fish those are?
No.
Don't be coy. Koi fish.
It can be overwhelming. Think a second. Have we seen this shirt before?
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
But you know what? I'm still gonna get it.
In a relentless world, connected, but alone, trapped by illusion. But there is another path, where the battle to belong begins.
I am the greatest woman of all time.
Here we go. Halfway through the NFL's biggest season ever. Take 2.
A 73-yard touchdown pass, Ryan Miller, and tell you what, got past that crossing route, and Cole, he was off to the races.
I mean, it's a great pass protection, great route by Ryan Miller, and once he caught the ball, I mean, it's just the athleticism that he has is just outstanding. You can see why he's an All-American tight end, and that's the reason why. Jace Wilson feeling great. I don't blame him. I feel pretty great, too, if I had Ryan Miller on my football team.
We'll see now if either defense can all of a sudden come up with the stop. VMI set to receive, trailing by 9. Called at the 1-yard line. Across the 15 and then hit hard at the 16-yard line, and that's where the Keydets will take over. It's just when it's getting chilly out here, those big hits sting a little bit more.
I don't know if it was the cold air that sent the shiver down my spine or if it was that hit that Caden Richards just delivered. I know a couple different 30s that have worn that jersey right there, and that might be one of the best hits I've ever seen somebody in a 30 jersey put out.
Five wide receiver set now for VMI. Trying to respond to that long Paladin touchdown pass. Quick strike, immediately tackled after about a 4-yard gain. Furman trying not to let anything behind him, but still plenty of time as the fourth quarter really just underway.
Well, they got to find a way to keep everything in front of them. I mean, the big plays they've given up in the secondary, I mean, it's kind of been uncharacteristic from what we've seen them do kind of at really the beginning of the season and towards a little bit of the middle of the season. Western Carolina found a way to kind of expose them a little bit, and now you see VMI is doing the same thing, and it doesn't get any easier when you have to play Sanford next week, who hung 52 points on Florida today in the SEC team. So maybe the SEC might be a tad bit overrated outside of Alabama and UGA.
Michael Jackson with another catch on the near sideline. 5 wide receiver set. Oregon quick drop again to Jackson. Cuts back, trying to find some space, and another about 11-yard gain. And right now, it's an easy game of pitch and catch for VMI as Furman's playing some soft defensive zone.
I think Michael Jackson may hit 200 on some dirty Diana action, maybe. Just get 200 yards right there. Another Michael Jackson song reference I'm going to throw out there.
VMI trying to go a little bit of tempo, but Subs 3 wide receivers up top. They do have now running back in the backfield with Hunter Rice. Morgan snaps, takes it, does hand it off to Rice. He'll dive forward for a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Nice little inside zone action to go with that.
London Lewis picking up the tackle for the Paladins.
Been pretty much of a high-scoring kind of day in the SoCon.
Offense is showing out.
Yeah.
Morgan dropping back. 4 receivers in the pattern. Goes far side. Caught for about a 3-yard gain. It will be 3rd and 4. Big 3rd down here for both squads as the clock running at 12:45. Will be 3 wide receivers at the bottom of the screen. Rice in the backfield with Morgan. Furman looks to rush 4, maybe bringing some quarter blitz as VMI takes the audible. Play clock down to 8. Morgan takes a snap, handoff to Rice up the middle, big hole. Rice to the 40, all the way down to the 35-yard line. Furman looking for the pass, and a big run has the Keydets marching again.
That was a good play call right there. You know they're expecting pass, and you find a way, just gashing with the inside zone. Just look at the blocks right here. Number 65 gets a good block on Nikki Kazimka, and then the ball gets rolling. Not Nikki Kazimka, excuse me, Danny Skiana.
Now, offense for both teams. 440 yards for the Keydets, 460 for the Paladins. We still have 12 minutes to play. Fakes the screen, looking to go deep, has a man open, caught down to the 12-yard line, running free. Birmingham got a hard hit, but right now everybody running free. Take another look, fake the screen pass, and then right up the near sideline, and there's another hard hit.
Man,
right now, Furman's fortunate they kind of have that 2-possession lead. Otherwise, it's been back and forth the last 3-4 possessions.
Man, I tell you, this was it was kind of like a tie game type of ball game, and you scoring and you moving the ball like this as a head coach. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You kind of like,
Morgan calls for the snap. Hands off to Rice. Rice trying to find some space, nowhere to go, maybe a yard or 2.
Wouldn't be surprised we end up seeing a couple fader routes to Michael Jackson. He's been getting loose.
He's going to get a look.
Yeah, he's been getting loose. It looks like no matter who's covering him on any type of man coverage, he's going to find a way to win that one-on-one. And I know during my playing days, that's something Coach Hendricks always used to talk about, win your one-on-ones. And right now, Furman's DBs haven't won those one-on-ones.
Morgan play action, tries to throw far side. Almost looked like an offensive push-off, no flag called. Was trying to get it to Andre Cooper, and that home crowd wanted offensive pass interference. I don't know if we can't get another look. Looked like Cooper tried to get some separation.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like that with them. I would have wanted the call too. I mean,
that right arm.
Yeah, good defense, good coverage by number 4, the freshman Dominic Morris.
3rd down, about 8 yards to go from the Paladin 11-yard line. Morgan again is going to get the play call.
They're bringing some
Watch
heat.
Michael Jackson. He's at the bottom of your screen.
Uh-oh. And that's the one-on-one they were looking for beforehand. Oh,
they look the other way. Tries to throw far side. Coming back, they're going to say it bounced. So it'll be 4th and 11. You would think VMI probably wants to take the field goal because that would make it a 1-score game at 6. And that's what they plan to do. Jogging out is Jerry Rice. As you take another look, that clearly hits the ground.
I don't know, Brian. You know, they faked the field goal before. They've actually found a way to get some yards off of that. So
I think at this point you got to make it in the 4th quarter a 1-possession game. It would be about a 27-yard field goal from the near hash.
Yep.
Clean hold, kick is up, squeezes in the left side, and is back to a 6-point game. 10:32 to go. Keydets back within a touchdown.
Okay, we're not going to ask for discounts on floor models, demos, or displays. Shopping malls can be a big trigger for young homeowners turning into their parents.
You ever think about the storage operation a place like this must rely on?
No.
They just sell candles and they're making overhead. You know what kind of fish those are?
No.
Don't be coy. Koi fish.
It can be overwhelming. Think a second. Have we seen this shirt before?
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
But you know what? I'm still going to get it.
It's your Uncle Cooper. Your SUV is a multi-purpose tool, like a corkscrew fish scaler. And that means your tires should be multi-purpose too. Like these Cooper rugged Treks. They're tough, but also run smooth as butter. And with dual sidewalls, it's like having a multi-tool that can look like a completely different multi-tool. Don't take that idea, by the way. I'm gonna patent it. Go with the Coopers. Cooper!
Surprise! It's a new Buick.
You got me a new Buick?
Oh, and there are more gifts inside. Wow!
I don't even know what to open first.
How about this?
You got me the head-up display.
Heated steering wheel, the massaging seat. Do you love it? Oh.
Okay, what next?
Watch this, Mom.
Alexa, turn on holiday lights.
This year, give the gift of technology in every Buick SUV.
Bryant Lambert, Cole Neely back with you. Beautiful fall afternoon, now turning evening here in Greenville. 6-point Furman lead. There you see the Furman iconic Daniel Chappell. Hey, what, Cole? Look at these quarterback comparisons. We knew we might see some offense. Did we know we were going to have the gunslinger show here out this afternoon? And really, it's been the last 2.5 quarters, everybody lighting each other up.
I know one thing. I didn't expect it. I'm willing to bet maybe half of the Paladin fan base probably didn't expect it either, because this is something they're not used to seeing this season, outside of maybe the first game of the season where Ham Sisson threw for over 360 yards. But it's been a great offensive performance by Jace Wilson. He's been playing good so far, knock on wood.
Now trying to find some space on the kickoff out to about the 40-yard line. Bryce McCormick, redshirt sophomore, Franklin, Tennessee.
The man
there to make the play.
Yeah, man of many talents. So he can get you an interception, he can make some tackles, and I guess now he can return the football. Can't beat that.
Now that missed extra point so big for the Paladins, because instead of a 7-point game, it's just a 6-point game. So a stop and a touchdown likely puts the Keydets up.
Very big possession right here.
Wilson in the backfield. He's joined by Roberto, looking to throw. Over the middle, incomplete. And now some whistles, it looks like.
Hamstring.
Trying to grab what is the back left of his leg. Keydat down on the near side.
It's around about that hamstring area. Ooh.
Will Button, redshirt senior out of Camden, North Carolina. Hopefully that's just a cramp and not a pulled hamstring or something like that. But everybody talks about, Cole, the heat and the effect it has. But what about when you have maybe this 10, 15, 20-degree temperature change in a game? That'll tighten you up and affect you, right?
I know when I was playing, I didn't want to drink like cold water because I didn't want my body to kind of feel cold again, especially playing. You just want to stay as warm as possible. So, I mean, you know, that could play a part in it, you know, just hydration, and, you know, you're probably not drinking as much. So you just never really know. But, you know, hopefully, you know, he's getting up, he's walking on his own power. So, you know, I'm assuming he's fine, just a little cramp.
Gives us an opportunity to let you know that this broadcast is brought to you in part by Ingles. Low prices, love the savings. Bon Secours, bringing good help to those in need, and by BMW, the exclusive luxury vehicle for the Paladins.
Pretty good protection too by the offensive line. Got a couple guys on the ground. Jace Wilson had a clean pocket, had a lot of time to, you know, make the throw, and I was expecting maybe a pass interference call. Maybe I think that's what DeJuan Bell was hoping for. Paladins didn't get it.
2nd and 10, ball at their own 40-yard line. 10:20 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Each team still with 3 timeouts. Toss near side. VMI all over that. No room for Wayne Anderson. Furman's run that a handful of times, and the Keydets are ready for it. Furman now with 3rd and long. Big third down, Cole, both ways. What do you like? Something maybe get Wilson out of the pocket, run pass option?
Yeah, you know, I think that's safe. Me personally, I want to see some of that boot action that we're so used to seeing Coach Quarles calling for the Paladins. I really like those boot action plays, especially when we've been running the ball very good on the outside zone. Why not? Just find something to kind of get them to bite on the fake. But it looks like they're going to go straight drop back.
Pressure coming, pocket collapse and fumble, ball on the ground. Keydets have it at the Furman 28. Wilson loses the football, and the Keydets have it with a chance to score, and the extra point would take the lead.
Fumble by the offense, recovered by the
Pocket
defense.
collapse, and Wilson waited a little bit too long, Cole, and the Keydets with prime opportunity now.
Well, we can get a replay of that play right there. I mean, the pocket started to collapse. Jace Wilson doesn't have a lot of time, as you can see. Right there, Donovan Roberto's guy kind of comes free, and then a young quarterback like that, you got to be able to secure the ball. Know, kind of fill out the pocket, know the presence, have some awareness. You got to find a way to hold on to the ball. Ball security is job security. That's always been the same for Coach Hendricks, and you can't have plays like that set you back and now put yourself at a position to be at a disadvantage if VMI finds a way to score a touchdown.
Keydets will have it, looking for their first lead of the afternoon at the Furman 28-yard line. Morgan in the backfield. He's looking, wanting to go deep far side, incomplete. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Oh, he's feeling that one. He felt that one.
A little slower to get up. Tell you what, it feels a lot later than 9:25 remaining. The intensity picking up, both sides locked in.
Well, I mean, everybody kind of everyone in a way. I feel like I misspoke when I said the Paladins have nothing really to play for. In a way, they don't have anything to play for in terms of postseason or championship wise. This game is all about pride, and it's about morale that you want to have going into the offseason and next season.
Morgan wanting to go outside, no one there, and he'll just throw it away. And the Paladin defense through 2 downs is holding strong. Be 3rd and 10 from the 28.
And then for VMI, of course, you know what you're playing for, a chance to have a SoCon championship repeat. So this game is vital for both sides. Again, it's pride versus something more on the materialistic side of things.
Third and 10. Crowd that remains making noise. 3 wide receivers up top, 1 underneath. Watch out for Michael Jackson.
Oh, he's already looking.
They're looking that way. Pressure comes. Morgan looking. He's going to dump it off to the back. Is it a first down? It depends on the spot. That was Raymond coming out of the backfield. He looks like he's going to be about a yard short. It'll be 4th and 1 from the 19-yard line. You got to think the Keydets are going for it. Nice job by Morgan getting it out at the last minute.
Very good play right there. Way to make a play on the kind of the adjustment by number 5, who had that kind of weird, not unnecessary runners, but unsportsmanlike conduct penalty earlier in the game. Way to make a play and make up for that.
4th and 1. VMI going for it. Takes a snap, looks to run it up the middle. It looks like he's short on the initial hit. It depends on the spot.
A lot of Paladins saying he didn't get it.
Officials coming in to mark it. VMI staying out there. They think they have it. It all depends on the conversation and the spot.
It's like Parker Stokes, who kind of was on that play to make a tackle right there.
You'll think they'll bring it out for a measurement, and then in all likelihood, Cole, you'll have a review. Initial hit short, maybe the outstretched after the initial contact. You take another look, going to be hard to tell from that angle. It depends on where they got that last reach. Chains have to come all the way from the far sideline. You want to build for a little drama?
Had that like dramatic pause, that kind of good music. I'm looking at it from here, and I can tell you.
Here's the measurement.
It's short.
He's short. Furman football, Paladins hole. What a job by the defense. After the fumble turnover, Furman's defense holds strong, and the Paladins get it back with 8:31 to go, up 6.
That Paladin defense really bailed out Jace Wilson on that, because usually really good football teams find a way to get some points out of a turnover, especially in your opponent's territory. You find a way to get some type of points on the board. Really good play by Parker Stokes, making that initial tackle to prevent VMI from getting that first down.
So now the Paladins trying to use some clock. Even a field goal, Cole, would be huge. It would push it to a 2-possession game and a 9-point lead for the Furman Paladins. Wilson in the backfield. He'll hand it off to Roberto. Far side, nowhere to go. He's stuffed maybe a yard and a half, and it'll be second down.
I mean, honestly, I kind of be a little bit in a different mode. You know, me personally, you know, whenever I'm playing Madden, right, when I get a lead against, you know, some of my good friends, I like to take my time. I don't care how much time is left on the clock in the fourth quarter. I like to take my time, a little 4-minute offense, kind of slow the clock down, and then, you know, run the ball here and there, maybe get a first down in the air, a little short route or something. But, I mean, that's just me personally. I try to just play the long game.
Stack wide receivers, bottom of the screen, 2 running backs in the backfield. Wilson wants to roll right. Throws, has a receiver caught. Be close to a first down. That looked like Ryan DeLuca. See where they mark him. He'll be just short. It'll be 3rd and a long 1. So a big-time 3rd down upcoming for the Paladins. Take another look. Nice catch by DeLuca. It was just under that, running the longer route. And you got to think Roberto might try to get one up the middle here.
I kind of missed the under center fullback dives.
Fumble, missed exchange, loose ball kicked around, and the Paladins pick it up. Oh, what a break for Furman.
You can't make that up.
Picking it up was Ryan Miller, and it's a Furman first down. Take another look. Botched handoff as it just fell out of Wilson's hands. It was going to be well behind the line.
Possessed on the field, first down, Furman.
And DeLuca make it Miller there to pick it up.
That's one of those things you just can't make up right there.
Mark that one down in the playbook to go back to at a pivotal time.
I think you might see that one on the highlight reel for the next week's game.
Miller in the backfield. He's with Roberto. 2 up top, 2 at the bottom. Takes the snap, pressure coming, trying to go deep, trying to find Miller, just overthrown on the near sideline. Miller had a step, just a bit overthrown, and it'll be 2nd and 10 with 7:02.
You know, Jace Wilson took a nice little hit on that, too.
These two teams have combined for now nearly 1,000 yards of offense. Furman pretty balanced, most from VMI coming through the air. 2nd and 10. Roberto breaks a tackle, gets into the open field, then he's going to be brought down for a 12-yard gain after the initial burst, and a big first down for the Paladins.
I know VMI probably had a little flash of what they've seen on film, that what Dominic Roberto does on outside zones when he has some space. He can break one on you now, and he can skirt away and have some big gains.
Had a long run, what, 90 plus?
Yeah. Now, one, I think it was against the Citadel. I thought he was going to get caught, and he shocked me. He was able to outrun him.
Roberto 93 yards on 15 carries here this afternoon. 1st and 10. Still plenty of time for the Keydets. 6:25 and counting. Screen pass out wide. Nice open field tackle coming up to make the strong tackle. Laker Mowry comes up with the tackle, and that was similar to the play Furman scored that long touchdown on. A nice open field tackle. Keeps it 2nd and 11.
As a once wise man that goes by the name of Jermaine Cole once said, "You fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, can't put the blame on you." So I don't think the Cadets are gonna get fooled twice on that play.
2 running backs in the backfield. Roberto off to Miller's right. Be a handoff deep, trying to find a little bit of space, running with it for the Paladins. Abshire, he had that long touchdown, and now will be 3rd and 10. Maybe now 3rd and 11. Not much of anything going. Now the Keydets a big opportunity to get the ball back to their offense here with 5:30 remaining.
And this is going to be crucial, too. If the Keydets can get a stop right here, offense gets going. And we've seen how explosive Michael Jackson has been for the Keydets all day today. And it's been a game where you just don't know who's going to kind of be ready to go at this point in terms of who's going to be fired up and ready to make a big play.
Dropping back, pocket collapses, loses the football again, but able to fall on it. I mean, Jace Wilson living with fire in the backfield, and Cole, you got to protect the football there. Almost another disastrous third down play.
And this is, I've talked about it, I mentioned it. Jace Wilson, at times he has played a lot older than what he is. And then there's also times where he has played exactly how old he is. So
and that's a low line drive punt. Furman fortunate to get a big pallet and roll all the way down to the 27-yard line. It will be VMI football when we come back. Can they drive for the win? 4:28 to go.
It's your Uncle Cooper. Your SUV is a multi-purpose tool, like these Cooper rugged Treks. And with dual sidewalls, it's like having a multi-tool that can look like a completely different multi-tool. Go with the Coopers.
At Progressive, we love your pets as much as you do. Like this guy in a hat. That's why Progressive Car Insurance covers your pets for up to $1,000 if they're ever in a car accident with you. This mini majorette's gonna march her way right
I'm sorry, can we stop? I know that we're selling car insurance here, but, you know, all the cute little animals, it's too much.
Define too much.
What's wrong with cute animals?
So are we doing this or what?
Nah, it's over.
Well, someone's got to break the news to Mittens. She's a diva.
Well, it's got to be the Totino's Pizza Rolls, Mark. That's right. Hot, poppable, simply unstoppable. Oh! Can he? Will he? It's Totino's or game over. Buy Totino's to get bonus My Team in-game content.
Faster, stronger.
VMI trailing by 6 will need to win this afternoon. And then they'll need some help if they want to win the Southern Conference and advance to the NCAA playoffs. You'll see they got to win their last two, and then a couple other things happening. One of those meaning ETSU loses each of their last two, Cole, but right now the Bucks up 14 with about 5 to go, so not shaping up for VMI, but still a lot to play for and a chance to drive down the field and win the football game.
Yeah, that's true, but you know, like we said, a lot of hypotheticals, but it doesn't matter if you don't win.
5 wide receivers. Morgan dropping back, trying to go down the seam, and they're going to throw a flag, and it's going to be pass interference, looking at like against the Paladins. That was Gilby just running down the seam, and they were trying to connect. Birmingham, which they've done a lot, and tell you what, Cole, that was another example of just turning around and trying to find the football.
Number 43.
Again, I'm not a DB. Maybe in my next lifetime I'll probably be a DB. But man, if you see a guy look like he's about to catch the ball, just try to take a little peek behind you. Just throw an arm up or something. I don't know. I'm not a DB. I might have to ask my friend Darius Kearse about that, who's an outstanding DB for Furman. And maybe he may have the answers for me. I don't know.
Again, 5 wide receiver set. Furman's lost many close games this year, including a late touchdown at home for ETSU. Far side, quick 4-yard catch, immediately tackled for a short game. Clock running at 4:15.
We also got to keep in mind, too, both of these teams have all 3 timeouts, so this game could shape up very crazy. Like it could turn out like how that ETSU game went, where the Paladins were leading the game the whole time, and in the last 9 seconds, ETSU scores. So you just never know.
3 wide receivers, bottom of your screen, trying to go for the quick pass again. This time connects for about a 7-8 yard gain. Parmesan He's starting to be a popular target. Michael Jackson's cooled down here in the fourth. Remajan now 9 receptions, 116 yards. So VMI now over 400 yards passing, near 500 yards total offense. Keydets still don't need to rush. So there's 3 timeouts. Blitz coming. Ball gets out outside the reach. That was intended for Twombly, and coming on the blitz for the Paladins quickly was Gilby.
I mean, just look at it. Untouched, no one picks him up. Braden Gilby almost gets there, makes a really good hit, had that roughing the passer call, but this one was completely legal. So they're timing up the blitz as well. I mean, they just got to get there just a tad bit quicker.
2nd and 10. Ball sitting at the VMI 45. Pressure coming again for the Paladins, trying to go far side. Single coverage, rush throw, and now will be 3rd and 10. Sun starting to set here over Parish Mountain in Greenville. Beautiful afternoon, now evening for Southern Conference football action. Crowd coming to their feet. With 3 timeouts, this isn't must-go-for-it territory, but you have to start wondering how many yards you get if you consider going for it on 4th. Four wide receivers. Morgan takes the snap, trying to go down the middle of the field, lays out, can't connect with Twombly. And it'll be 4th and 10. You'd think VMI probably punts with 3 timeouts, but you don't see the offense leaving the field yet. Big decision here. Scott Wackenham. And the VMI offense looks like they're going to stay on the field for this 4th and 10.
Like I said, scary money don't make money. If you feel like you got a chance to win this conference or put yourself in contention for a shared title, you're not going to put that ball back into the Paladins' hands.
4th and 10. Crowd on their feet, 4 wide. Trying to go down the near sideline. Who else? Big first down, Michael Jackson. 20-yard pass play for the Keydets, and they have driving hope alive.
Really good play call right there. DeMarcus Clay making a nice, beautiful hit, and he looks like, oh man, Michael Jackson, he's still laid out right there.
Just slow getting up. Glad to see no.
Really good pocket right there in the replay. Beautiful ball by Seth Morgan. Nice catch right there, and then DeMarcus Clay just landing a delicious, nasty hit on Michael Jackson. I'm pretty sure he's not going to be able to moonwalk after that one.
Michael Jackson for the afternoon now. 13 receptions, 177 yards.
I mean, he's had a heck of a day, though. Almost 200 yards receiving, 3 touchdowns, 13 catches. Good grief, man. He's had a heck of a day. You just can't beat those type of stats, right?
Clock running 3:10. VMI can take their time, but they need to get in the end zone. Now handoff up the middle, trying to find space, breaking free. Now 10 yards, first down into the 25-yard line. Rashad Raymond.
And what VMI is doing right now, they're finding the soft spots in his defense. They're running the ball now. They know they're not pressed for time, because if they score, they take the lead, they get the extra point. However, Furman's offense, I feel like they trust the process because they know that their defense can hang with Furman's offense.
Play action, and then the ball just thrown away. A little run pass option. Morgan kept it, threw it away. And it'll be 2nd and 10. A little conversation happening. A flag coming by the line judge on the far side.
Maybe some holding of some type on in the secondary for the Paladins, maybe getting away with something, not getting away with something.
Officials conversating there on the far hash. We'll get the call.
There's no flag for ineligible downfield.
Oh, okay.
3rd down.
So run pass option, lineman down the field blocking, but
correction, 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Very big series right here.
2:42 remaining. Keydets and the Paladins both with their full complement of timeouts. It was a Bleak Road missed PAT that could be the difference if VMI gets in the end zone. Morgan, 4 wide receivers. Running back Raymond comes out of the backfield. Going over the middle looking for Johnson. He's bumped, no flag. VMI wanted a flag. Michael Jackson not there. Go back to Furman's missed extra point. It happened in the third quarter. Very reliable kicker and just pulled it a little bit left, and that's looming big in the back of the Paladins' minds right now.
I'd hate it if that was the difference maker of what prevents you from going into overtime versus you losing this football game.
Very similar to Furman and ETSU earlier this year. 3rd and 10, ball at the 25-yard line. Snap comes, Furman bringing some pressure. Over the middle, trying to complete. Is it caught? Waiting for a signal, yes, down to the 5-yard line. One of the duos. Brimijan again comes up huge, and now the Keydets have it 1st and goal at the 5.
And honestly, it's kind of shocking to see this Paladin secondary kind of play somewhat suspect because they've truly struggled these last couple games with pass defense. Seth Morgan has to have probably about 400 yards passing today by now. It's just really suspect how they've been playing.
Handoff up the middle, leading me tackled. If you're Furman, you might look to use a timeout just in case VMI scores. Seth Morgan does have 415 yards passing for this VMI squad. You wonder with Clay Hendricks, if you use one, that leaves a little bit of time if they get in, but at the same time, they're not in yet. You want to show your defense you got some confidence in them.
Yeah, but you also want to make sure you know, your chances of getting the win is also there if they do score a touchdown.
Morgan, 2nd and goal, tries to go near side. Jackson knocked away. Defense put on there by Blackshear.
I know a couple Paladin fans probably just, their heart probably might have just skipped a beat for a second because he's been the go-to target in the red zone. He's caught a lot of great touchdown passes, and I knew Seth Morgan was going to go that way. I mean, it was pretty obvious. Good defensive coverage by Travis Blackshear.
3rd and goal from the 6, 1:39 remaining. Crowd making noise. Morgan takes the snap. Furman bringing pressure, going near side. Jackson knocked away. They say he was out of bounds before he had possession. I believe coming down with it there was Blackshear to try to strip it, and maybe he forced Jackson to bobble it enough and did not contain it until he was out of bounds. So it will be 4th and goal. I think that's the right call.
I mean, right now, what we're seeing in this lineup is Furman's best defensive back versus VMI's best receiving target right now. And right now, Travis Blackshear has come up big in these last 2 plays.
On the field, an incomplete pass is under further review.
Take another look. He doesn't have possession yet. There's foot's down. Does he have? Do you say that's possession?
If they say that's possession, I can maybe see it, but I don't know. It wasn't secure just yet, but
VMI fans on the far side think it's a touchdown. It's one of those plays where, is it the ruling on the field? Is it enough to overturn it?
I think in that case, it could be enough to overturn that one.
We'll see if we can't get another look. He bobbled it initially as Blackshear got his hand right there into the middle of it.
Because, I mean, either way, if it's a touchdown.
Comes down to when does he have possession. Because right now he doesn't. Blackshear had his hand in. There is that possession with the foot in's the question. The ruling on the field was an incomplete pass. And tell you what, Cole, I'm glad I talk about it and I don't make these decisions.
Me and you both. But unfortunately, and I hate to be the heartbreaker or the bearer of bad news for Keydet fans, but it looks like ETSU is going to pull off that win, and so both these teams really had nothing left to play for but pride. So really good ball game between ETSU and Western Carolina. Looks like 56-35 will be the final. But hey, we still have pretty good football going on for 1 minute and 33 seconds left, right?
Here comes the call.
After review, ruling on the field is confirmed. Half possession of the ball in the field of play. Incomplete pass.
Confirmed incomplete pass, so it will be 4th and goal.
Wow.
4th and goal confirmed. So they didn't just say the ruling on the field stands. They said confirmed which would mean they validated that it was an incomplete pass.
Hey, Travis Blackshear came up clutch 2 plays in a row. Now you see, I guess Michael Robinson now is on top of Michael Jackson playing in man coverage.
4th and goal, 1:33 to go. Morgan takes the snap. Furman brings all out blitz, goes far side, incomplete. Paladins hold. 4 straight stops from the 6-yard line, and Furman takes over with 90 seconds remaining. The Keydets, though, with those timeouts, they'll have 3 timeouts, so the Paladins cannot just salt this one away with victory formation.
Man, that was probably the most crucial series for that Paladin defense to be able to get that stop. Now, this is going to be on the Furman offensive line right here. Can you generate enough push for enough yards to be gained to keep the clock running and force VMI's head coach to burn all 3 of those timeouts?
How about defensive coordinator Dwayne Vaughn for the Paladins? That's a handoff in the backfield up the middle. Roberto rolling ahead for about 8 yards. There'll be a timeout VMI. But Dwayne Vaughn electing to go with basically the all-out blitz on that 4th down, forces out of Morgan's hand quickly.
I mean, that was a heck of a call, very gutsy call.
Timeout.
Big fan of Dwayne Vaughn, and I'm glad to see that happen.
We'll take a break. Game in the balance when we come back.
Feel stuck with student loan debt? Move your student loan debt to SoFi. Earn a $500 bonus when you refi. And feel what it's like to get your money right.
Ideas are nothing until we make them real. Honda, the power of dreams.
During Walmart's Black Friday deals for days, there's all the best deals. Score Monday online or Friday in store. This season, head to Walmart's Black Friday deals for days.
Paladins with the football here, 1:25 to go, up 37-31, 2nd and 3. Cole, 1 first down, puts the game away for this Furman squad on senior day. Now senior night almost in Paladin Stadium. VMI, 8 players in the box anticipating the run. Handoff straight up the middle, 2 yards. There'll be maybe 1 3rd and 1 3rd and 2. Quick timeout taken by the Keydets.
Well, this is crucial right here. So it's going to be interesting to see what Coach Hendricks will end up calling
Second charge timeout at half.
after this timeout. What will be the play call that could get the Paladins the first down, or what will be the play call that prevents the Paladins from getting the first down? Personally, I kind of want to get creative. Maybe try to run that stretch zone one more time and let the quarterback kind of exaggerate the handoff and then keep the ball and turn around and run.
Do you dare play action?
Yeah, kind of like a play action, but except it's more of a quarterback keeper. So,
first down, Furman can take the victory formation. Look at those total yards, over 1,000 combined, and that's after VMI only had 40 in the opening quarter. Back and forth, Jace Wilson and the Paladin freshman trying to send the seniors out with a victory. They'll conclude the season next Saturday at VMI, or excuse me, at Sanford. VMI will conclude at home against Western Carolina. That's a 12:30 kick in Lexington, Virginia. Here we go. Wilson, shotgun. You have Roberto behind him. Immediately to his right is Devin Abrams. It's going to be, no, Wilson keeps it. Quarterback keeper. Cole nearly caught it. And Wilson picks up the first down, and it will be victory formation for the Paladins. Cole, you might have seen, but now a flag. A flag comes in.
Oh, man, that's going to hurt.
VMI pointing against Furman.
Well, no, it's going to probably be against
them.
Foul. Horse collar.
Face mask. Yeah, VMI wishful thinking there by the Keydets.
Automatic first down.
Add 15 yards to the run, and now Furman will be able to kneel it out. Cole, you said, hey, why don't you run exactly what they ran?
Hey, I'll tell you what. I might have had the insider info on that one from several practices during my lifetime of being a Paladin, where you kind of make that fake little handoff and then you reverse out and keep the rock. So glad to see that worked itself into the game. I'm glad to see for these seniors that they were able to walk out and kind of come out with the W. Really good football game by them. It's going to be exciting to watch Furman play Sanford, who's so electric in scoring today against an SEC team in Florida.
Paladins under center to take the knee. VMI will use their last time out to force a couple more snaps here out of the Paladins, but VMI, what an electric game.
Yeah.
Slow start for VMI. Furman jumps out to that 17-0 lead. VMI comes back, but Furman never gave up the lead, Cole. I hope that was very big for the Paladin psyche.
It was a huge game all around when you look at it. And for Paladin fans listening, there's a lot to be excited about with this football team. As you saw the young quarterback, Jace Wilson, you take away those fumbles that he had, he played tremendous. I don't think I've seen him play this well since the first start he had against Wofford. I think this is the quarterback of the future. He looked really good. Now for the Keydet fans, there's a lot to be excited about still. Seth Morgan is everything as advertised. By no means was the spring season a fluke. VMI is as legit as they were this past season. It's just so happenly the Paladins were meant to take this W today.
Second kneel, no timeouts left. Roberto's going to end the game. 17 rushes, 100 yards, and a touchdown. As the Paladins are going to be forced to take one more knee. There's about a 4-second differential in the play clock and the game clock. So, barring a fumble, Wilson takes the knee, and the Paladins on senior day get pushed to the brink by this VMI squad, and Furman exacts a little revenge from a season ago as the teams will meet at midfield. And tell you what, how about Jace Wilson and what he did this afternoon?
Easily player of the game. I mean, the way he just played in his poise, that he controlled the game in the passing game, knew when to scramble for some yards. I mean, like I said, you take away those 2 fumbles. I mean, the kid played amazing. At times had flashes where he didn't look like a freshman, and then also had flashes where he did look like a freshman. So I think the future is very bright for Furman with Jace Wilson at quarterback. It's going to be interesting to see how this season will end. And now they still have a chance to have a winning season right now.
Teams gathering at midfield, trying to be separated. Jace Wilson there, your Papa John's player of the game. There you see 269 yards through the air, 2 TDs, none bigger than that long pass to Ryan Miller. Paladins win it here from Greenville. For Cole Neely, Byron Apt, his entire ESPN crew, I'm Bryant Lambert saying so long. Furman wins it 37-31.